Welcome inside George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. I'm Chet Yoder, and it's time for another exciting edition of Shreveport Mudbugs hockey as the Mudbugs welcome in their arch rival in the Lone Star Brahmas in the last regular season home series of the 2020-2021 regular season campaign. So glad to have you with us here for the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. And the Mudbugs coming off one of their best efforts last Saturday when they swept the Bulls and won their 9th straight against Amarillo. It was a 5-3 win, and boy, it was led by the guys who were in and out of the lineup. In a 4-goal first period, led the way for Shreveport to a 5-3 win. Goals by Jake Mack on the power play. Jacob Onstad, his 5th of the year, even strength, were part of those 4 goals that really busted it out for the Mudbugs, and obviously busted out the Brooms as well. The Mudbugs swept Amarillo yet again. Mudbugs did have to face a late surge from Amarillo on Saturday, but were able to hold them off, and it was Adam Colson who was able to rip home his 3rd of the year with just under 6 minutes left in the contest that sealed the 5-3 victory. Games here on out don't mean anything for the Mudbugs and the Brahmas as far as the standings are concerned. Of course, they're going to renew that rivalry and get some, obviously, maybe some blood boiling and maybe get revved up for what could be a playoff series amongst the two a little later on in the bracket of the South Division. But obviously, time will tell on who will move on and who will get ousted. But a look in the South Division, Shreveport in first place. They've clinched the regular season South Division title. Their second division title in 5 years as an NAHL team. They're 38-10-6 with 82 points. Lone Star in second place. They've locked that up, like I said, with 74 points, 36-16-2. Then the race for the 3rd spot is still up for grabs, and people have been asking about the scenarios here. So Wichita Falls lost last night by a final score of 5-3 in New Mexico. So that keeps Amarillo alive for that 3rd spot. So Wichita and Amarillo vying for that 3rd spot, and of course fighting to play Lone Star. And I guess you can say the advantage of getting the 3rd spot is you have a chance to host a South Divisional final. Of course, the Mudbugs don't want that because the Mudbugs want to move on and maintain a home ice advantage throughout the South Divisional side of the playoffs. But here is the situation. Wichita Falls has to either win one time in their next 2 games at New Mexico or get a combination of 2 points. So that's basically taking a game into overtime tonight and tomorrow night. And it won't matter what Amarillo does as they're taking on Odessa back at the Budweiser bullpen in Amarillo. So Amarillo has to win out no matter what. Wichita Falls has to at least gain 2 points. So if Amarillo loses tonight, then it's over. Amarillo has to have more points than Wichita Falls at the end of the season. Wichita Falls owns the tiebreaker. So I would say it's a 99% chance that Shreveport will be taking on Amarillo in the first round, but that is not set in stone. And, of course, the Mudbugs know all too well about losing 3 in a row at New Mexico because they did that earlier this year. And I think it was 3-4 weeks ago when it happened. And, of course, New Mexico playing really good hockey. They beat Lone Star once. They beat Wichita Falls last night, so nothing obviously set in stone. But tonight, the Mudbugs and the Brahmas obviously going to maybe, get some beef off their chest this evening here in front of a good crowd filing in here on a Friday night for
plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4180 or log on to gpartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you either as a small business owner or into services from accounting to investment planning. Congratulations to our Shreveport Mudbugs on this 2021 season. They have overcome the odds of a pandemic to keep hockey alive in Shreveport-Bossier. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFatta and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFatta Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defattapi.com for more information.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like families of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. Last regular season series here as the Mudbugs take on their arch rival in the Lone Star Brahmas. We're joined by Mudbugs associate head coach Rich Perron. And Coach, last Saturday it was one of those games. It was the first game that didn't mean anything in the standings. Yeah. But did you feel like it was a purposeful game for the guys in front of you?
Well, we were trying to preach them and even with this weekend coming up here, pride. Pride in the logo. Pride that we're in first place. Let's show them why we're in first place. And I think the team that puts the most pride into it in these kind of games usually end up on top. And we came out storming on Saturday night and never looked back.
And now you look ahead to Lone Star, and you're going to have a few new faces, Robbie Murray and Luke Panchisson, a couple of guys that are part of the future and hopefully going to be here next year and years to come. Talk about these two guys and what you're excited to see.
Well, start with Rob Murray. We had him in camp this year. He's come up a few times to practice with us. He's been at U18 this whole year and, traveled with us to New Mexico but wasn't allowed to play. So, these are things that we have to develop for the future and, see if they can, play at this level. So it's a good test for him. And, Luke, he's been with us for the last couple of months practicing. So, we're actually, as a coaching staff, pretty excited to see what Punch can do in a game situation.
What did you guys like most about him to bring him here in the first place?
Well, I think he's a guy with, he started off the year in Wichita Falls, and then when they had the slew of players come in from USHL and Canada, so he kind of got edged out. So we liked that he had a little bit of an experience. He's a smaller player, good hands. Vision of the ice is really good, and we can't wait to see how it translates on the ice tonight for him.
I'd be hard-pressed not to ask you about Mason McCormick and Frederick Payne, two guys who locked it up at the NITEC Sports Center, and apparently we had some hair pulling from what we saw. Is that something you guys even think about, that maybe it could sidetrack the game? You know how much of an emotional player Mason McCormick is, and I'm sure you don't want things to get out of hand too much.
Well, you got to think, hey, there's 2 games left in the year. First of all, you don't want injuries. Number 2, you don't want suspensions that leak into the playoffs. So, you got to have your head on a swivel. You got to, use your head a bit and pick your moments. But it's funny, I haven't thought about it until you brought it up. But now that you brought it up, that makes sense,
You guys have shuffled up the lines a little bit. What do you expect to see? Do you want anything different tonight as far as going into this game against Dan Wildfong and Lone Star, or is it more of the same approach?
I think it's the same approach we had last weekend. Yes, we've got some guys in the lineup, giving some of our regulars rests periodically, and we did that this week as well. And hopefully the guys are hungry. The guys that don't get those minutes usually are very hungry and jump into the game. And again, the X factor, it's Lone Star. It's they're well coached. It's been a rivalry with the Mudbugs since I've been here, and so it's there's a different twist to the game, even though it doesn't mean anything in the standings. Pride is there, right? And so, like I said, the team with the most pride is probably going to win tonight.
Coach, thanks for the time and good luck tonight.
Thanks, Chet.
We'll have more after these messages here on the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Bayou Blasters helps bring you Shreveport Mudbugs hockey on the ticket. Hey, this is Jay Fuel letting you know Bayou Blasters offers the best dry ice blasting in all of Shreveport. Our solid CO2 provides a powerful industrial equipment cleaning solution for a variety of applications ranging from heavy slag removal to delicate semiconductor and circuit board cleaning. Our ice blasting technology has become known as the cleanest and most environmentally friendly way to clean and prep any surface. Call us at 877-352-8614 or log on to BayouBlasters.com.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hearst Coliseum. Now time for the Whataburger starting lineups, just like you like it. First for the Lone Star Brahmas, head coach by Dan Wildfong. In his 8th season, assistant coach Andrew Whiteside. At left wing will be number 19, Cage Sturzer. At center will be number 14, Quinn Emerson. And on the right wing will be number 33, Logan Cleary. On defense will be number 6, Cole Bilkey. And number 10, Braden Smith. Getting the start in nets will be the backup netminder, number 31, Guy Blessing. The numbers on Blessing, he's 8-5 with a 2.40 goals against and a .909 save percentage. Your Whataburger starting lineups for the Shreveport Mudbugs. Head coach by Jason Soupy Campbell, associate head coach Rich Perrant, development and operations Gavin Morgan, and honorary assistant Chris Lane. At left wing will be number 14, Sean Bunting. At center will be number 8, Jacob Onstott. And on the right wing will be number 3, Matt Weber. On defense will be number 41, Trenton Heidi, and number 16, David Brazil. Getting the start in nets will be number 35 from Yaroslav, Russia, one Arseny Sergeyev. And boy, the numbers on Sergeyev have been absolutely marvelous. He's been more than they really expected, or than they could ever imagine, rather. He has won his last 5 straight starts, and the numbers are as follows. 14 wins, 3 losses, 2 shootout losses, 1.93 goals against, and a .942 save percentage. That save percentage, second best. Is second best in all of the North American Hockey League. Those are your Whataburger starting lineups, just like you like it. Whataburger, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs Hockey. A big thanks to our 2020-2021 Shreveport Mudbug billet parents. Big thanks to Dennis and Gene Fisher, Leanne and Brian Bechtel, Harriet Body, Zach and Jordan Schultz, Levi and Charlie Dew, Jordan and Lindsey Gamble, Keith and Becca Gibbs, Mr. Jim Hacker, Spencer and Candace Hardy, Brian and Kristen Hill, Ed and Jennifer Orton, Jeff and Nicole Lowe, James and Amanda Meyer, Miss Karen Mitchell, our brilliant Mudbugs billet coordinator, Miss Carlene Mudd, Martin and Carla Mueller, along with Chucky Landry and family, Scott and Karen Musket, Ronnie and Bridget Peterson, Kyle and Paige Porter, Randy and Tanya Reeves, Casey Ryan and Dave Bricata, Miss Amy and Mr. Trey Salters, Miss Tammy Sutton, and Mark and Shannon Weldon for all being proud billets of the Shreveport Mudbugs. Hashtag love our billets. So glad to have you with us. Mudbugs in their home whites. They'll skate from left to right. Lone Star in their black and white jerseys this evening. They'll skate from right to left. So glad to have you with us wherever you may be for tonight's game number 55 of Shreveport Mudbugs hockey here in the 2020-2021 regular season. We are helping out special needs athletes as they are raising money to get them out to nationals in Las Vegas. With every Coca-Cola product purchased today and tomorrow, $2 goes out to those special needs athletes for their Olympic trip for nationals in Las Vegas. Now we ask you please rise wherever it may be for tonight's national anthem. The very lovely Amanda Hudson serenades us with another spectacular edition of tonight's national anthem. First period tonight brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. For more information on planning your life's needs from college to retirement, you can call Janice Watt at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com. Good crowd still filing in here into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. So glad to have you with us. I'm Chet Yoder in my 5th season as the voice of Mudbugs hockey. And I hope you've enjoyed this ride, because the ride is going to get a little bit more interesting, because the playoffs is next week, and you can get your tickets for playoff games May 21st, May 22nd, games 1 and 2, either against Amarillo or Wichita Falls, back here at the George. Get your tickets by giving us a call at 318-636-7094 or logging on to tickets.georgespond34.com. It'll be Onstadt and Quinn Emerson at center ice. Season series is won by Shreveport. They lead it 6-3-1, 6 wins, 3 losses, and 1 overtime loss. That'll be their first season series victory in their NAHL franchise history against Lone Star. Faceoff was won there by Onstadt, now to the near side, touched in there by Weber as it's redirected into the Lone Star zone behind Blessing. Now puck forked in behind the cage there by Brazil, thrown toward the net there by Bunting, got blocked off there by number 14, that was Emerson. Now along the far half wall, puck now behind the cage rather of Lone Star. Now to the near side, picked up there by Emerson. He'll glide up the ice from the left side. Tried to level it in and got blocked off there by McCormick. Now Heidi goes to the far side there to Brazil. He'll throw it back to Heidi. Now to the near side off the boards, taken there by Sharina. He'll slip it up ahead there to McCormick. McCormick now thrown in front, throwing toward the net. And it's blocked off Procopio with McCormick and Sharino. New line. Quick shot redirected to the far corner. Now Hallard holds the zone from the left point. He'll kiss it off the far side window in deep into the far corner. That's Sharino. He'll work it back up top, and the puck now stolen away to the near side there to Blake Benson, and he'll bang it into the Mudbug zone. To the right of Sergeyev, behind the cage. Hallard to the far corner. To the far side there to Procopio. Throws it back out to center, and it's taken there by Alex Murray, and Murray will mail it back into the Shreveport zone. A couple of new faces to watch out for tonight will be Robbie Murray, number 2, and number 36, Luke Panchisson for Shreveport. Two guys who look to be the future of Mudbugs hockey. To the near side there to DeCarlo. DeCarlo works it in, gets bumped off the puck to the near half wall, taken there by Jake Mack. Jake Mack will guide it back out to center there to the brother Joe Mack. Joe Mack now will just jolt it back into the Lone Star zone and come off for a line change. Griffin Sanum, fresh off his commitment to Hobart College to play hockey at the next level, is onto the ice. He'll pick up the loose change into the Mudbug zone. A big hello to the Sanum family back in Michigan. So glad to have them with us. Now along to the near half wall. Good friends, of course, with former Mudbug Jake Transit and his family. I have yet to meet the Sanum family, but I've heard they're pleasant folks, at least from Jake Transit. Though I've heard some interesting stuff toward Mr. Sanum, if he is tuned in tonight, from Jake, or rather from Kelly Transit. But who can believe what Mr. Transit can say if he is tuned in tonight? That loose puck goes on net, covered up there by Guy Blessing, and he'll cover it up. Face off deep into the Brahmas zone. To the left of Blessing. Tied up, face-off one there by Lone Star. To the far side, puck rimmed back out to center. And the puck swung in there by McDonald in deep into the Mudbug zone. Now behind the cage, thrown to the far side, trying to find Weber, stick stolen away. Now dished off the near side boards to the left point. Digme now will just rail it back in behind the cage of Sergeyev. Taken there by McDonald. McDonald fights it off. He gets it to the far side there to Dylan Smith. Low to hide over to Digby. Digby swings it around now. Near circle, he has it. Backhand thrown in front. They score. That was McDonald who tipped it in front. And Lone Star has an early 1-0 lead just less than 3 minutes into the contest. That was a great move there by Dylan Smith as he was able to work it in from the near circle, and a centering feed is redirected home there by McDonald, and an early 1-0 edge for Lone Star to begin this contest. Not much Sergeyev can do. These are the tricky games where you're not playing for anything but pride tonight. That's what Coach Rich Perrant was talking about. For McDonald, it is goal number 7 on the year. Now thrown toward the side of the net from the near corner there by number 21, Zach Purcell. It's the side of the net, and now Shreveport ices the puck. Your icings tonight, broadcast, if they are tuned in, and up, a 28th anniversary goes out to Connor Gato's parents, Mr. Jay and Miss Kathy Gato, celebrating 28 years of wedding bliss. And if you're a tune tonight, we're glad to have you with us, and we hope this day is as special as the Gato family is. Now to the right of Sergeyev. Fought off the near half wall. Puck now taken there by Procopio. Played back out to center to the near side there to Sherino. He gains the blue line from the right side. Gets a little mishandle. Quick shot there. Save made there by Blessing. And now a loose puck, and the whistle was blown, though. And we'll get a break in the action. 16:38 remaining here in the Generational Financial Advisors first period. At a 1-0 Lone Star lead on the goal from McDonald early. Still no official scoring call. We'll get that as soon as we have it. Now up the middle of the ice, Jack Collins played up ahead. There's Smith, back to Collins. They score. From the short side, they beat the Shreveport D down low, and Lone Star has a 2-0 lead. 2 goals in less than a minute apart. And this one's Collins, who's able to race around. Brilliant feed there from Dylan Smith, and Lone Star has the early 2-0 lead. 3:33 into the contest. Mudbugs just look a little lethargic right now, and it is tough to motivate yourself when you are playing a game that doesn't mean anything in the standings. Trying to battle for pride here is Mudbugs hockey. Steele now slithers it in behind the cage. McDonald and Dylan Smith get the assists on Jack Collins' goal. 2-0 lead for Brahmas hockey. Brahmas now work it back out to center, to the near side, up ahead now, near circle, that's Cleary, thrown toward the net, good stick there by Brazil. Down goes Cleary, and he's slow to get up, but he does get up. Now behind the cage, thrown toward the net, save made there by Sergeyev. Now behind the cage, taken there by Jake Mack to the near corner there to Brazil, and Brazil will settle it down. The Lindenwood commit, of course, he'll be teammates with Cage Sturzer next year in the bridge year of Lindenwood hockey as they transition into a D1 status. To the far side there to Gotinski. Now to the right side, puck now lofted in there by Heidi. Into the near corner to my right, to the left of Blessing. A 2-0 Lone Star lead. Lugged out there by DiCarlo, played back out to center. Sturzer now slams it off the far half boards. Taken there by Purcell. He'll take a U-turn back and just dish it back to Bilkey. To the far corner, played off the stick of DiCarlo. He was trying to send it in deep, got a stick tied up there by Gotinski off the near side boards. Now poked that in deep behind the cage there by Sedlacek. Now battling for the loose puck, thrown in front, blocked off there by number 76. That's Dawson Schritt. He's lined up with Luke Bierman and Alex Konovalov. To the near side, spun around there to Trick. Gets bumped off the puck there by Gockler. Now to the right side of Sergeyev. Loose puck, Johnny Haller trying to dig it out. Now thrown in front, taken away there by Weber. To the far side, banked off the far side boards all the way down there by Gockler. No icing. It was waved off there by Eric Michaels, the lead referee. 5.5 gone by here in the first period. 2-0 lead for Lone Star. Thrown in front. Intercepted. Thrown toward the net. Stick save made there by Sergeyev. I thought Gockler got in the way of it. The puck there was Bierman, and he got it toward the net. Now thrown toward the net. Taken away there by Weber. Now on over to Colson to the far side there to Onstadt. Far side. Tried to dump it in. Got pushed off the puck. Taken away there by Emerson. Emerson now gets run into there by Robbie Murray. Now toward the net, or toward the neutral zone, taken there by McCormick. Now back to Procopio. Procopio off the far side, punched in, but it's offside on Mudbugs hockey. You can get your 2021-2022 season tickets. Lock up those seats. Tickets are running out, so you want to lock up those seats for next season. It should be an exciting one. Give us a call at 318-636-7094 or email Kimberly at mudbugshockey.com. Face-off one there by Shreveport. Colson now will just send it back into the Brahmas zone. Procopio now will pelt it in behind the cage. Blessing to his right. Intercepted there by Sherino, but taken away off the walls there by Collins. He'll send it up in deep there. Oh, boy. Mudbugs will be on the power play for the first time tonight. Mudbugs power play ranked 14th in the league at 17.8%. Lone Star's PK, top 5 in the league. They're 5th in the league at 84.5%. This power play brought to you by AEP Swepco Power Play. 7 minutes gone by here in the first. 2-0 lead for Brahmas hockey. Face-off is won there by Lone Star. To the far side, Procopio now will wheel it around. To the right point there to Sherino. Sherino off the heel of Colson. He couldn't handle it. Far side there by Tritt, and Tritt will just scamper that puck all the way down. Matt McDonald scores his 7th at 2:49 from Digby and Dylan Smith. And then, less than a minute later at 3:33, it was Jack Collins redirecting home his 8th of the year from Dylan Smith and Matt McDonald. Now to the point. That's Colson. Waits. Fires it toward the net. Bad stop made there through traffic there by Blessing. He had Sherino setting up the screen. To the right point there is Panchisson, and his puck gets blocked and cleared down the length of the ice. Luke Panchisson, the former Wichita Falls Warrior, earlier in the season. Didn't work out. Got picked up by the Bugs. And he is making his Mudbug debut tonight. And, of course, a big hello to the Panchisson family tonight from Macomb, Michigan. I'll have to ask Panchisson if he knows Logan Gotinski, both from Macomb. Quick one-timer there by the right point there by Heidi goes wide. Now rimmed in behind the cage, battling for it there was Jake Mack. As the puck now forked but not out, blocked off there by Brazil. To the far corner, Brady Smith now sails it on over to the near side, and the puck is speared down the length of the ice there by Blake Benson. Down to 30 seconds left on the game's first power play, which belongs to the Bugs. Lone Star 2, Shreveport nothing. The far side now back to the near side there to Brazil. Up ahead now there to Jake Mack. Chiseled into the far corner. Now to the far corner. Good battle along the boards. Taken there by Steele. He'll send it back up top, but mishandled there by Heide. He's got to go back and grab it. Now way out of his cage there is Sergeyev. And he'll slice it back out to center, and puck is batted in there by Onstock. Mudbugs 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Now to the near side there to Benson. As he'll rattle it into the Mudbug zone. Now to the far corner it goes. It is a 2-0 lead. Quick shot there from the point. Steered aside there by Sergeyev. Now along to the near side there to Weber. Weber couldn't get past his own blue line there by Benson. He'll throw it back to Gockler. Now cross ice. Up ahead there to Bunting. Couldn't handle it cleanly. He had a man on his tail. That was DiCarlo. Now Gockler will just pop it in. Takes a weird bounce back to Gockler. His shot goes wide. Now off the near side boards. That's Purcell. Back out to center off the far side boards. Taken there by Gockler. Gockler to the near side there, the New Jersey native. That's Hallard. Up ahead there to Procopio. Through the middle of the ice there to McCormick. McCormick now will just lodge it in behind the cage there for Sherino. Was trying to flip it behind his skates. Their centering feed got blocked. Now back to Gockler, thrown toward the net. Glove down there by Blessing, and he'll cover it up for a break in the action. Few words amongst both parties in front of Blessing's net, but none coming out of it. 9:56 remaining here in the first. 2-0 lead for Lone Star. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you, either as a small business owner or individual, with all services from accounting to investment planning. Congratulations to our Shreveport Mudbugs on this 2021 season. They have overcome the odds of a pandemic to keep hockey alive in Shreveport-Bossier. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
Welcome back into Mudbugs hockey. You can follow Mudbugs hockey on all your social media outlets: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Shreveport Mudbugs hockey. Mudbugs trailing in this contest 2-0 early, midway marker of the first. Faceoff was won there by Shreveport, now taken there by Murray. That's Alex Murray of Lone Star. Now to the right side, that's Tritt getting all around the body of Procopio. He's able to just kind of twist it into that far corner, and we got a penalty coming up. Pushing and shoving now. Sherino got a little love tap across the back of Tritt. Penalty coming up to Procopio. And Lone Star is going to haul out their top 5 power play unit, 5th best in the league, at a conversion rate of 22% exactly. Shreveport's PK ranked 13th in the league at 80.8%. 9:37 remaining here in the opening frame, brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. Penalty kill brought to you by First Choice Personnel. Joe Mack able to win the face-off behind the cage of Sergeyev, slammed around the near side boards, held in there by the captain of Lone Star, that's Trezera. Played back to Trezera at the left point, fires it toward the net, blocked off the skate of Weber, now battling for it, held in there. And Konovalov now, his pass broken up there by Weber. Weber now will work it around the far side, work off a little clock as he throws it back, and he fires it down the length of the ice. 30 seconds gone by on Procopio's penalty. First power play of the night for Lone Star as they have an early 2-0 lead in this contest. Tritt now will just tap it in behind the cage. Taken there by Cage Sturzer. Gets tied up a little bit along the back there of Sedlacek. Procopio in for cross-checking. Now thrown to the left point. Nobody was there. Taken away. Here comes Sedlicek on the steal. One man to beat. Throws it toward the net. He shot it wide. He was trying to use Brady Smith as a screen. It's a good idea there by Sedlicek, but he did shoot it wide. A big hello to the Sedlicek family. Tuning tonight from Staten Island, New York. Glad to have them with us. I always miss Mr. and Mrs. Sedlicek when they've made the trips to Shreveport. That is not on purpose. They are lovely folks. Of course, Lucas, an only child, so he is their world. And he has been just a joy to be around. A lot of fun to talk to as Benson comes across the Mudbug zone off sides. Mudbugs hockey tonight brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Beer, sports, wings. What more do you want? Buffalo Wild Wings, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs hockey. Face-off just outside the far Mudbugs blue line. One there by Shreveport, and slamming it down the length of the ice there by Gockler all the way down. Now up the middle of the ice, here comes Digby. Up along to the far side, thrown back to DiCarlo. Oh, he got bumped off the puck. It's a big hit there by Gockler. Now to the far corner. Lone Star tries to work it around the perimeter. Purcell back up top, mishandled, thought it came out. It didn't, Murray held it in. Now drop down low to DiCarlo. Penalty is over. Lone Star is 0 for 1. Now thrown up ahead there to Santam. Back to Procopio. He'll kick it back to his stick. Thrown toward the net. Save made. Rebound chance. Gets shoved out of trouble. Lone Star 0 for 1, just like Shreveport was on the power play. Now whirled around the near side glass. Taken there by Digby, and Digby takes a hard hit there by Weber. To the far side, dropped in front there for Procopio. Or rather, Colson. And Colson now will just take a U-turn back. On over to the new man. That's rather a young man is Colin Doherty. To the far corner. Lots of guys having the day off today, including Aiden Metcalf, Chris Hedden on the blue line, both having the night off. Uh-oh, hip check there. Doherty might have got away with one there to the near side there. That's Panchisson, the new Mudbug. Thrown, given away through the slot. Quick shot, stick save made there by Sergeyev. That was a wicked shot there by McDonald, looking for his second of the night. Now behind the cage, that's Colson. Given away. There by Smith, over to McDonald, to the near corner. Back up top, now to the left point, now to the right point. It goes, smokes one toward the net, save made, rebound chance. Interfered with a little bit there with Sergeyev. That was a bilky blast from the right point, back out to center. Puck now rammed in there by Panchisson into the Lone Star zone. Big hello to the Robbie Murray family from Waxhaw, North Carolina. Glad to have them with us. Now behind the cage of Sergeyev. Boy, Robbie Murray, a good-looking player. Near circle, quick shot there by Konovalov. Goes wide. And now taken back out there by McCormick. McCormick leveled up ahead there to Sherino. Back to McCormick. It was too far for him. Now to the near corner. Big hard hitting going on. Now to the far side. There by Trezera. Of course, McCormick has a little vendetta toward Frederick Payne, who is not in the lineup for Lone Star. I don't want to call that a coincidence, but it could be, after the apparent hair-pulling incident back at the NYTEC Sports Center. McCormick believed he was jumped, and it looked like he was. Of course, in the heat of the moment, things can get testy, very testy between these two. Behind the cage now. Mudbugs trying to hold the zone. Battling for it there was Joe Mack. Tied up stick now, taken there by Joey Trezera. 4:55 remaining in the first. 2-0 lead for Lone Star. Up the middle of the ice, off the near side. Swept across there by Jake Mack. It gets blocked off the back heel of Emerson, back out to center. Now Gockler will just float it back into the Lone Star zone. Behind the cage of Blessing to the far side. Off the stick of Cleary, and he'll steer it in to the Mudbug zone. Looking at a Mudbugs team right now that just is kind of trying to get through the waves of this contest. As the puck now fired back into the Lone Star zone there by Weber. Now off the near side boards, played there by Benson. Cross ice, mishandled a little bit, but now taken there by Purcell. He'll swing it back up top now to the left point near circle. Good stick there by Weber to knock it out of trouble. Oh, hard hit along the near corner. Now to the far corner, loose puck there by Doherty. That's Colin Doherty from Gurnee, Illinois. To the far corner, dropped off there to Onstad. He'll settle it back down there to Colson. We talking to Jacob Onstad in our Sonic Drive-In second intermission show. It's the second interview I've done with Onstad, and I feel like this was a better interview than our last one, and I'm not saying our last one was bad. Jacob Onstad's one of those guys who will become everybody's best friend for life, and it has just been a pleasure to get to know number 8 this season for the Bugs. 3:28 remaining here in the first period, brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. Puck deflects out of play. A big hello to the Onstad family. We did talk about Onstad's mom, who earlier this year suffered a stroke, and we're glad that she is doing well. And that could be a reason why we didn't see her in our last visit from Mr. Onstad. And of course, your health comes first, and I'm glad she is doing a lot better now. Coming around the far side, Smith, a little opening, thrown toward the net. Trying to redirect it home there was Collins, and it was a bouncing puck in front, covered up there by Sergeyev, and he will hold on to it for a faceoff. Be sure to get your birthday party celebrated right here at George's Pond. You can do that with a private ice and private party room. All you got to do is email Grace at mudbugshockey.com. Face off to the right of Sergeyev. 3:10 remaining here in the first. 2-0 lead for Lone Star. Face-off battle at one there by Lone Star. Thrown back up top to the right point there to Murray. Now from the top of the point, quick shot there by Trezero. Save made, rebound chance, poked at, save made. And now the puck goes toward the net, but the whistle was blown. Well, the Brahmas were hammering away at it. Eric Michaels was right there on the call. Your lead referee, Eric Michaels. Your linesman tonight, James McQuestion and Brad Sotak, one of our Shreveport staples. Exactly 3 minutes remaining here in the Generational Financial Advisors first period. Face-off one there by Lone Star. They have it. They work it around. Wraparound chance. Oh, it carried him toward the net. Save made there by Sergeyev. And he'll cover up for another face-off. I'm Chet Yoder coming to you live from George's Pond at Hearst Coliseum. Second to last game of the season. Tomorrow night, be sure to get your tickets for the regular season finale by giving us a call at 318-636-7094. Logging on to tickets.georgespond34.com. Trying to help our special needs athletes get on over to Las Vegas for the Nationals in their Special Olympics. Of course, every Coca-Cola product purchased, $2 goes to that Nationals team. Boy, shot toward the net, gets blocked from the left point there by Bilkey. Now Steele able to jab it all the way down the length of the ice. To the far corner, Brady Smith has it. He'll lug it up the ice, up across the red line, and just dump it in to the Mudbug zone. Slowed down there by Sergeyev. Kissed off the near side window, takes a weird bounce back to Gockler. Gockler's got to take it. Ram it up ahead now there over to Joe Mack. He'll take it back behind the Mudbugs net to the near side. On over to Robbie Murray. Now chopped at there by Steele, but he can't chop it out. Now to the left point, Konovalov. Dumping attempt gets blocked. Now to the far side. Work back in. Oh, hard check there as down goes Emerson. Dan Wildfong was looking for a call, and he's going to get one. Gockler thought he had the right angle on that one. He did not. Looks like it's a tripping infraction on Gockler. Second power play of the night for Lone Star with 2:01 now remaining here in the opening period. Face off in the right wing circle. One there by Shreveport, and they're able to spin that puck off the far side boards back out to center for a good clear. Tripping is the call on Gockler. Up along the near half boards, DiCarlo tried to forward it in, stolen away there by Joe Mack. He's got it now in deep into the Lone Star zone. Just going to pin it up along the wall, work off a little bit more clock. Down to 1:33 left in the period, 1:31 left on the power play for Lone Star. First choice personnel penalty kill back on the ice. 1 second differential between the game clock and the power play clock. Now back to Digby. He waits, he fakes. Doesn't take it. Now he takes it toward the net. Redirected, they score. That was a tip in front, and Lone Star's got a power play goal, and it's the Brahmas 3 and the Mudbugs nothing. Right in front, I believe it was, well, I'm going to say it was DiCarlo who might have redirected it home. Digby shot it, and a power play tally, and Lone Star is on top, 3-0. It's a period to forget here for Mudbugs hockey. Time of the goal, 18:45 of the Generational Financial Advisors first period. It is Andrew DiCarlo who gets the tip in front. Mitchell Digby and Jack Collins will get the assists on DiCarlo, who's having a fantastic year. Boy, a nightmarish first period, almost over for Bugs hockey, down to 45 seconds. Now punched out, and now here's a break. Colson on a breakaway. He skates in, quick wrister. What a left pad stop made there by Blessing, as he robs Colson, who went all alone to try to get the Bugs on the board. DiCarlo with goal number 21 on the year. Of course, he is among some of the best in point leaders. He is fourth best. Braden Dorfman is second best in the league at 58 points. Having just an unbelievable year. Face-off one there by Shreveport. Gockler thrown toward the net there by Haller, looking for his first. Gets blocked. Down to 30 seconds left here in the first. 3-0 lead for Lone Star. In a game that does not mean anything except pride. And Lone Star right now is owning the pride. One of the far boards taken there by Lone Star, thrown toward the ice, held in there by Collins, and he couldn't handle it cleanly. Now on Stott, popped up ahead there to Weber, trying to beat the buzzer. Good body positioning there by Brady Smith. And it's toward the net, and Blessing will make the stop. Now pushing and shoving to around the right side of Blessing. Lone Star now 1 for 2 in the man advantage. Shots currently 8-4 in favor of Lone Star. Those shots might not have been as updated as I'd like them to be. 3.8 seconds left here in the first. 3-0 lead for Lone Star. Face off to the left of Blessing. McCormick gets a warning. He'll come back in. Battled, tied up, one there by Lone Star. They'll kiss it off the near side boards and all the way down. So that'll do it for the first period. It's Lone Star 3, Shreveport nothing after 1 period of play. Stick around for the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy first intermission show. Your score after 1 period of play, Lone Star 3, Shreveport nothing. This is Mudbugs hockey.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you either as a small business owner or individual with all services from accounting to investment planning. Congratulations to our Shreveport Mudbugs on this 2021 season. They have overcome the odds of a pandemic to keep hockey alive in Shreveport-Bossier. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case or visit them online at defadapi.com.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Bayou Blasters helps bring you Shreveport Mudbugs hockey on the ticket. Hey, this is Jay Fuel letting you know Bayou Blasters offers the best dry ice blasting in all of Shreveport. Our solid CO2 provides a powerful industrial equipment cleaning solution for a variety of applications ranging from heavy slag removal to delicate semiconductor and circuit board cleaning. Our ice blasting technology has become known as the cleanest and most environmentally friendly way to clean and prep any surface. Call us at 877-352-8614 or log on to bayoublasters.com.
Welcome back into the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show, joined by one of our favorites, one of our proud corporate partners, really for the last 3 years, and we appreciate your support so much. DeFada and Associates LLC, the man behind that is Jerry DeFada. And Mr. Jerry, first of all, thank you for coming on, and we appreciate your corporate partnership, especially during times like this.
Thanks, Chet. This has been a tough year, and I'm proud to be able to continue my sponsorship.
Talk about what's been going on with your business and obviously COVID and the effects of that.
So COVID, for especially in the beginning, caused a lot of slowdown and problems for the business. But I took the time to try to, take advantage of it. We upgraded some of our bug sweep equipment, some of our what's called TSCM, technical surveillance countermeasures. Invested in some new equipment and the training required to do it. So we tried to be productive. Things are starting to pick back up, which is good. Business is tough all over for a lot of small businesses.
And talk about the new training and equipment upgrades during this COVID lockdown.
So, with bug sweeping, one of the biggest problems is staying up to date with the new technology, the threats that are out there. So did a lot of research on new technologies, found some new equipment that, like I said, we invested in. I've been doing extensive training, learning more about aspects of it that I wasn't aware of. So that's been good. It helps us provide a much better product for our clients, and they end up benefiting from our investment and our downtime.
One of the big things is hidden cameras. We've talked about it in restrooms causing legal problems for some of the business owners. What can we say more about these hidden cameras, and what do people need to watch out for?
So the biggest thing is for people to just be aware. There's cases all over the country, here included, where perverts, voyeurs, whatever you want to call them, are hiding cameras in public restrooms, locker rooms, school locker rooms, places like that, and videoing people when they think they're in privacy, changing clothes, going to the restroom. And in a lot of cases, we're finding that they sell this stuff on the internet. So that's one area that we really concentrated on. There's certain equipment that makes finding these things easier. And we also have developed some training that we can offer to business owners and their employees, because down the road, just like with slip and falls or anything else, if you're able to show that you've done all you can to prevent this problem, if somebody files, if your customer, for example, finds the camera, they file a lawsuit against you and the person, and then you're in a legal battle, and one thing you're going to be asked is, what did you do to prevent it?
We're talking to Jerry DeFatta here from the DeFatta and Associates LLC, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs Hockey. You talk about spying on small businesses, little things between employees. You work in that private investigation field. What are some of the things that people need to see?
So, people often think of espionage or spying as being something that, countries do to each other, and they don't think about it on a small business level. But we've seen cases where an employee just wants to get dirt on their boss or get something that they can try to bribe or influence their boss with, whether it be, the boss's private life, or, business is starting to slow down and they're afraid that, something's going to close. So they're putting these listening devices and recorders in conference rooms so they can try to get a heads up on who's going to get terminated or who's going to be laid off or how much their coworkers make, so they can then make an argument that they're not being paid. So there's a lot of, I guess, from a national security standpoint, they're not that important. But, we're not talking about China or Russia spying on the business. We're talking about competitors, coworkers, employees, perverts, whatever. There's a lot of different reasons for somebody to want to spy, even on a small business.
Have you noticed an increase in these instances with COVID? How has that affected your business? Have you seen numbers go down? Have you seen traffic go up? Any kind of direct impact because of COVID?
So from a COVID point of view, access to, the public has been limited at a lot of businesses. So that actually works to the business advantage. They're not allowing people into their dressing rooms, restroom, fitting rooms like they once were. But now that things are starting to open back up, it's going to be a problem. Now, the one thing that COVID has impacted is work from home. People working from home, taking sensitive equipment, taking sensitive material, work product home. I advise small business owners to have us go and do a security check of their homes to make sure they have the proper settings on their network, things like that, to ensure that all of their confidential business material, that their customer list, things like that, are not being accessed off property. So it's kind of twofold. There's an advantage in that there's less access, but there's also a disadvantage to stuff being out in public that maybe wouldn't have been out under normal conditions.
One thing I noticed about you is your travel schedule and your work schedule always crazy. Has it still been that kind of crazy schedule since COVID has hit us?
So for about, I'd say the first, from March. I was traveling in March when things really locked down, and actually had been in New Orleans the weekend that it was discovered, that Monday in New Orleans. So we were all scared to death. We'd had a big event there. But, so for about 3 months it slowed down, but say the last 3 months, things have really ramped back up. People are starting to try to catch up from all the downtime. So I'm fortunate in that business is good. Not everybody's in that position.
What is the easiest way for people to get in contact with you? I always talk about it in our second period, of course, during our broadcast, but I want to hear it from you.
So obviously the best way, you can just call me direct. My cell number, 318-426-0199. or go to our company website, defatapi.com, or we have another site that's geared strictly towards the bug sweep, the equipment, and it answers a lot of questions people have, and that's LouisianaTSCM.com. So again, TSCM is the technical name for what we do. Most people just refer to it as bug sweeps, and we're the only company that specializes in that here in this region.
That's Jerry DeFata from DeFata and Associates LLC. Thank you again for being a corporate partner of Shreveport Mudbugs hockey. This is a great season so far for the Bugs on the ice, but it's most importantly what we do off the ice that makes it all work and really builds this community together. So once again, thank you for your partnership.
Thank you, Chet. We enjoy being at the games, and we look forward to a great season.
We'll have more after these messages on the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Welcome back into the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. Special treat with us, a couple of Mudbug corporate partners, but dear friends of the Mudbugs organization, the Team Solon Foundation, and Ronnie and Bridget Peterson. Not only are they part of the Team Solon Foundation, they're billet families, they're game ice officials, and we'll get to more of that. But first, for the Team Solon Foundation, just talk about how this all got started, Ronnie.
Well, shortly after Solon passed in early 2019, we wanted to do something to honor his memory and also help the local hockey community. So we started the charity of Team Solon Foundation to help pay for kids in the local area to start playing hockey.
And talk about the big event that really kind of, I think we launched it, so to speak, was that deck hockey tournament last year. It seemed like you guys raised a lot of money, and obviously for a great cause.
Yes, the deck hockey tournament in 2019 was our biggest event and really our first event, and we're overwhelmed with the community support that we have gotten. Had a lot of great corporate sponsors in that and raised a lot more money than we ever thought was possible, which has translated into more kids playing hockey than we thought we were going to have.
And we have Bridget with us as well, and I wanted you to talk about the board because I mean there's more than just you two that have done an outstanding job putting their hours of work in.
Yeah, we have Charlie Dew, who's been longtime family friends with us. Solon, she's an aunt to Solon, and she's our treasurer. We came up with this idea with her, and then we added Christy Lang, who was the most recent member, and then our last member is Stephen McNeil, kind of like another uncle to Solon. Put all of our ideas together and just kind of run with them.
I wanted to ask you about this year because you weren't able to do the deck hockey tournament due to COVID. Were you able to kind of find ways to substitute that, and what'd you guys do?
Yeah, a lot of people that had pre-registered because it was heartbreaking to not have the tournament, but we've done shirts that should be in any time now, and then we're doing some hoodie orders and just kind of doing a few things here and there. But we have a good deal of.
What's been the overall response in trying to get help for kids that need help and that you're trying to help for hockey? What's been the overall response?
Well, we've had, as far as taking in donations. We've had incredible support, even in the time of COVID when we hadn't been able to do much as far as taking in donations and getting money to be able to help kids. The hardest part that we're having right now is just getting our name out there so people know that this is available. That's why we're partnering with the Mudbugs this year. Got our name on the Dasher boards. We really appreciate you helping us getting our name out there so people know that these scholarships are available so they can use them.
We're talking to Ronnie and Bridget Peterson from the Team Solon Foundation here on the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. And Ronnie, I wanted to ask you, away from the Team Solon Foundation, you guys decided to do some billeting, and I know that's something you guys have been wanting to do for a long time. You got one knucklehead, and you got one guy who's kind of grounded. You got Colin Doherty, who's bouncing off the walls, and you got Chris Hedden, who's probably the calm, cool cucumber. Is that the way it's been in the house between those two?
Oh yeah, they're both really great young men, but they are polar opposites. One who kind of keeps to himself and likes to just do his thing, and the other one who's a social butterfly and is always out going somewhere, doing something with somebody. But we couldn't be more blessed with the players that we have this year.
Bridget, I wanted to ask you about the billet experience, being a mom, to Miss Sammy, and now she has two big brothers, and is she able to have that relationship with the two boys and Colin Doherty and Chris Hedden?
Oh yeah, she loves annoying them. Whenever they're outside, she wants to be right in the middle of them. If they have other guys over, it's like, leave them alone, give them their space. But they're great. They'll go outside and shoot hockey pucks with her. There's a neighborhood that comes over, and if they see them out there, they're out there showing them how to use the sticks and shoot the puck, and it's a great experience for all of us.
How's the cooking been for two hockey players? I'm sure they have big appetites, and have you been able to introduce them to any kind of Louisiana cuisine?
We have. Colin is big into gumbo and jambalaya, but they tend to be grazers. They kind of eat here, an hour later eat again, so it's kind of getting on that schedule. Been an adjustment, but it's been good.
And I wanted to ask both of you, and I'll start with Ronnie. Was being a billet maybe one of the reasons why you scaled back being a game ice official? I've seen you there once in a while. I know Bridget stepped away from it, and I'll talk to Bridget in a minute about it. But was that the reason you guys kind of scaled back, because you guys wanted to maybe enjoy the game from a different perspective?
Well, I've always been kind of a on and off again, off ice official, usually just helping out when they really needed somebody because somebody was out sick or on vacation or whatever. Usually I'm in the stands watching our daughter, so I wasn't able to always help. So that's kind of always my role, was just a fill-in guy when they needed somebody.
The one who's sorely missed, and I'm not going to lie, it's every time I look down at every home game, I always used to seeing Bridget. I mean, probably since day one, since we started here in the North American Hockey League. And probably the most, comical thing is when you're frantically running towards the goal judge. And seemingly you've never gotten injured. But do you miss it, or is that something that you made that decision, like, look, I do want to step down this year. I want to enjoy the game from a different perspective. I'm a billet mom. What kind of went into the decision?
It was a hard decision to make. I loved it as a part of the game that I didn't know until the Bugs came back. But it was a decision that took a long time to consider, weighed my options. But I needed to scale back. I'm also going to school full time, so between that and with COVID happening and never knowing if my daughter was going to be in school, out of school, and we just wanted to enjoy the game from a different side again, be a fan again.
Before I let you guys go, what is the easiest way for somebody to reach out to you? I've been able to plug the Facebook page, and I know that's probably the best outlet.
Yes, right now the best outlet is just to message us on the Facebook page, just Team Solon Foundation on Facebook. Currently, I have purchased teamsolon.com, and we are working on a website. Don't know when that'll be live yet, but it's in the works. But Facebook page is the best way to get a hold of us.
Is there anything you wanted to add, Bridget, before I let you guys go? I really appreciate the time.
I just want to thank the Bugs for everything they've done. Tommy and Scott Musket and even Soupy have been great in our lives. They were great in Solon's life, and without them, Team Solon might not be as great as it is. So.
Well, thanks for the time, and we appreciate the partnership, and enjoy the rest of the season.
Well, thank you, Chet Yoder.
We'll have more after these messages here on the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. A period to forget for Mudbugs hockey as Lone Star has a 3-0 lead after one period of play. Shots were 10-5 in favor of Lone Star, and goals by Matt McDonald at 2:49, then Jack Collins at 3:33, and then, of course, the dagger. Late period goal at 18:45 on the power play was Andrew DiCarlo getting his 21st of the year, which ties Dorfman with 21 goals on the year. Made it a 3-0 game, so the Mudbugs will look for a better showing in this second period in a game that means nothing in the standings, but a lot of pride between the two. Mudbugs skate from right to left. Faceoff was battle at one there by Shreveport. Now taken back to the near side there to Brady Smith. Smith now will fork it off the stick of Dylan Smith in deep. Now it goes into the Mudbug zone, into the far corner. Kicked in deep there by Bilkey. Taken away there by Weber, and he'll take it back out to center. Now Bunting will have it from the left side. He's got it. He'll work it around now, thread the needle there, and just chip it in behind the cage of Blessing. Quick shot there by Brazil goes wide, off the stick rather, of Bierman, and it ricochets back out to center. A little space here for Bierman. Comes around now, throws it toward the net, and it was save made there by Sergeyev. Chopping away at it there was Bierman. Pushing and shoving there with Gockler. That was a great idea there by Bierman, coming in from the near circle and then just driving it toward the net. And Lone Star almost had one more in this contest. Lone Star with the 3-0 lead after 3 goals in the first period. That next goal in the game by either team is going to be the biggest one, because Shreveport does not want to fall any further behind than they already are. Face off to the right of Sergeyev. Battle at one there by Shreveport. Behind the cage now is Heidi to the near side there to Bunting. Could not clear it back out. It got blocked. Now played there by Brazil. Brazil has the puck behind Sergeyev. A minute gone by here in the second. Lone Star 3, Shreveport not yet. To the far corner, Heidi up ahead off the stick of McCormick. In deep now, and, well, Sherino blew a tire. Behind the Lone Star net, taken there by Trezera. Now tapped up ahead there to DiCarlo. He'll settle it down to the near side there to Palmer. Palmer gains the blue line, dropped it in deep, but it missed the stick of Purcell. Now wagon wheeled around the far side. Good body bump there by Sherino and Trezera. Taken there by McCormick. McCormick now comes around. He got his pocket picketed there by Palmer, and we got a whistle as Shreveport, or check that, Lone Star committed a penalty. Mudbugs are going to go back on the power play. Their second of the night. It's an interference call, and it's going against DiCarlo. AEP Swepco power play for the second time tonight for Bugs hockey. 1:29 gone by here in the DeFata and Associates LLC second. Face-off won there by Lone Star. Taken there by Brady Smith to the near side there to Dylan Smith. And he'll be able to advance the puck all the way down the length of the ice. Slowed down there by Sergeyev. Thrown to the near corner. And now chiseling it off the walls there is Procopio. Bad lost there to Dylan Smith. Now as he pins it up along the walls. But this game just doesn't have the right feel that we're used to for Mudbugs hockey this season. Of course, I think you were scared of that in a game that means nothing in the standings. Oh, boy, throwing his body around there was Sherino. He lost an edge on that puck. Now to the near side there is Bilkey, and Bilkey will bang it up ahead there to Brady Smith. He's got it now, one man to beat. Throws it off the heel. Quick shot, score! That was Emerson on the rebound, and he beats Sergeyev 5-hole. Lone Star with a 4-0 lead, a shorthanded goal for Jack Collins, or rather Quinn Emerson. And Emerson joins in on the fun, and the Brahmas now have a commanding 4-0 edge. Shorthanded goal given up for Bugs hockey. So Quinn Emerson pursues the puck and gets rewarded. It is just his second of the year, and it beats Sergeyev along the 5-hole. The assist will go to Brady Smith, and Cole Bilkey will get the helpers. Mudbugs still in the power play with 55 seconds now remaining in it. But now Lone Star has a 4-0 lead. The good news for the Mudbugs is it's still early, the early stages of the second. The bad news is this is a mountain to climb for the Bugs. This is not the way the Mudbugs want to close out the regular season. They'll have one more tomorrow night at 7-11. Be sure to join us by giving us a call at 318-636-7094, locking up your tickets, or log on to tickets.georgespond34.com. Puck now angled off the far side boards in deep there by Brady Smith. And boy, Brazil threw Brady Smith down like a rag doll. Now Hyde, he has the puck to the right of Sergeyev. He'll gallop up the ice now from right to left. Drop it off there to Brazil. Brazil now getting hassled with there by Jack Collins. Brazil able to stick handle his way in from the right side. Now lose an edge on that puck there from Brady Smith. Back to Brady Smith. Flip to the far corner there to Palmer. Now played back to the right point there to Onstad. Onstad trying to cycle it in. Now to the left point. Gockler has it thrown toward the net. Save made, rebound chance. It got punched out of trouble, and Emerson cannot clear it. That was a hard hit there by Steele on Emerson. Now to the near half wall. Penalty coming up to an end. Shreveport's 0 for 2 on the man advantage. Out of the box goes DeCarlo. Mudbugs 0 for 2. And now Lone Star able to lug it back out to center. Puck lambast back into the Lone Star zone there by Brazil, but it's an icing on Bugs hockey. Be sure to get your 2021-22 season tickets. They're on sale now. Lock up your tickets for another great special year of Mudbugs hockey by giving us a call at 318-636-7094 or emailing Kimberly at mudbugshockey.com. Kimberly Jacks, our wonderful director of ticket sales. Face off to the left of Sergeyev. One there by Lone Star. Alex Murray trying to work it back up top. Kept in there by Konovalov. He'll cycle it in behind the cage of the Bugs to the far side there to Gockler. He'll scale it back out to center. Punched at there by Onstop, but he couldn't get it deep. Puck now just dished in deep behind the cage there by Benson. Now battling for it there is Bierman. Loose puck now. Dawson Schritt trying to work it off the walls. Now to the far side. There's Murray. Far corner. Thrown toward the nets. So that was stick tied up there by Onstock. Good job there defensively. Puck now popped. Held in there by Lone Star. Behind the Mudbugs net. Galloped at and taken there by Gockler. 4.5 gone by here in the second. Lone Star 4. Shreveport nothing. Up ahead there to Bunting. Now to the far side there to Onstock. Onstock gets bumped off the puck there by Trezera. Worked back up top to the right point, taken back out. Here's a chance for Mally Hasegren. Thrown toward the net, sticked away there by Sergeyev. Now to the far corner off the far side boards. Emerson back up top. Trezera blast. It goes wide of Sergeyev. Shot gets blocked there by Palmer. Now taken there by Bunting. Up ahead there to Panchisson. He gave it away near circle. Thrown toward the net, blocked off. Now to the near corner. Thrown toward the net. Stick save made there by Sergeyev on a shot there by Benson. Or rather, Bierman. Puck now floated back out to center. Crowd a little quiet. They haven't had anything to cheer about. To the near corner. Panchisson trying to steal it. Back out to center. Puck now just popped into the Mudbug zone, but Lone Star ices the puck. And your icings tonight brought to you by Bayou Blasters. Face off to the right of Guy Blessing, who's got a shutout going. And he hasn't really faced much traffic either. Mudbugs know they got to get one relatively soon to give themselves some life in this game. Back to Doherty. Doherty throws it toward the net. Off the stick of Sedlacek in front, and it redirects into the protective netting behind Blessing for a break in the action. LED for Life, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs Hockey. Your destination for any automotive, residential, or commercial lighting needs. Go to LEDforLifeLLC.com. Face-off just outside the Lone Star blue line along the near side. Won there by Bugs Hockey. Played back to Colson. He'll dish it back to Doherty. Off the stick now of Gotinski. Couldn't handle it cleanly. Chopping away at it. Brady Smith's got it through the neutral zone. Intercepted. Taken there by Sedlacek. Sedlacek now has it. He'll work it into the near corner. Getting bumped off the puck there by Bilkey. Played up ahead there to Dylan Smith. And Dylan Smith now gets kind of hip checked there by Doherty. Out of the far corner it goes. Played up off the stick of Gotinski. Intercepted there by Collins. Collins now back to the near half wall to Dylan Smith. Back to Brady Smith. Thrown toward the net. Stick stave made there by Sergeyev through traffic. Held in there by Smith. Off the far side boards. Delayed offsides. Now on Lone Star. To the near side there to Sedlacek. Back into the Lone Star zone. Thrown toward the net. Glove save made there by Blessing. And he'll hold on to it. With 13:35 remaining here in the second. Pushing and shoving. McCormick's in there. Procopio's in the fray. And we got a break in the action. A big hello to the Brazil family. Tuning tonight from Granville, Michigan. Glad to have Miss Kate, Coach Joel, of course. Brothers Thomas and Michael Joel all with us tonight. We miss the Brazil family. Along with the goodies that Miss Kate usually brings us. One year it's pecan tassies. Another year is delicious chocolate chip cookies. Those are dangerously good. Now behind the cage of Blessing along to the far boards. Played back out to center. Konovalov in front of the Lone Star bench. Taken away there by McCormick. McCormick, loose puck. Will throw it back to Brazil. Now to the far side there to Heidi. Heidi sends it up ahead there to Procopio. Chopped at. Taken there by Sherino. Sherino grabs it, far corner, throws it toward the net. It's an easy routine stop made there by Blessing, and he'll cover it up. Faceoff will stay deep in the Brahmas zone. Face off in the right wing circle. Deep in the Lone Star zone. Battling for it now, trying to twist it out there was Joe Mack. Now played out free along the far side there by Jake Mack. Played back up top. Gockler, a ripper toward the net. It goes wide. And off the end boards, it's covered up there by Blessing. 12:50 now remains here in the DeFata and Associates LLC second. For all your personal matters, child custody cases, internal theft problems within your business, just call our main man, Jerry DeFata, at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case, or log on to DeFataPI.com. Face-off one there by Shreveport, played back to the point. Haller now to the right point. Throw one toward the net there by Gockler, and it redirects into the protective netting. The Gocklers with us tonight from Cumming, Georgia. Glad to have them with us. Of course, Miss Heather, Mr. Rick, along with dancing sisters, Miss Rachel, Miss Grace, little brother Luke, all with us. Glad to have them with us. Always fun seeing the Gockler bunch. Face-off one there by Lone Star. Twisted up ahead there to Dylan Smith. He'll peck it up ahead there for Cleary to try to grab. Good seal up there by Haller to cover up the lane. Now to the near corner, banked off the near side boards. Oh, hard hit along the back there by Onstadt. Penalty coming up to Alex Murray. Mudbugs will go on the power play for the third time this evening. It's a checking from behind call on Alex Murray. AEP SWEPCO power play. Back to work, and this is a big one, down 4-0 with 12:28 remaining here in the middle frame. Face off to the right of Blessing. One there by Shreveport. Played back to the left point there to Colson. Colson waits. Out of the near half wall there to Joe Mack. He'll jolt it in behind the cage there for Procopio. Off the far side glass. Mishandled there by Panchison. Was bouncing on him. Now to the far corner. Sherino thrown in front. Joe Mack fires it wide. Oh, Joe Mack had all the space in front along the short side. He tried to go along that far post, and he shot it just wide. As the puck now is just knocked all the way down the length of the ice. Now Sherino up the ice from right to left. Intercepted, taken away. There's Dylan Smith, one man to beat. Gets around Colson. Oh, good steal there by Colson as he let him have the outside, and he couldn't let him get inside. Colson back into the across the blue line, but Shreveport comes in offsides. .11:36 remaining here in the second. 1:09 remaining now on Murray's checking from behind call. Face off just outside the Lone Star blue line. Face off one there by Shreveport. Drop back there to Heidi. Heidi up ahead there to Jake Mack. Couldn't twist it in. Blocked off there by Bilkey. Loose puck is swept down the length of the ice. There by Tritt. All the way down to the near side. Taken there by McCormick. He works it back in from the left side. He'll yank it in behind the cage. Good body positioning. Mudbugs trying to win the battles. Now along the near corner. Penalty coming up to Shreveport. I believe it's going against Steele, and I think it's a holding call. Penalty doors opening up for Shreveport, and that'll negate the Mudbugs power play. It'll be 4-on-4 hockey for 42 seconds. We'll get the official call. It is a holding call. I thought it was on Steele. Steele shaking his head in disapproval of the infraction that was dealt to him. Glad to have the Steels with us. Miss Gretchen, Mr. Steele, along with the Steele siblings. From Chelsea, Michigan. There's a lot of Steels who are tuning tonight. Thrown toward the net, goes wide to the far corner. Can't forget Miss Aunt Kate to the near corner, the adoring aunt of Garrett Steele. Now spun around to Digby. Knocked down on a midair with a high stick there by Brazil. Mudbugs want to take off with. They got a little numbers here on a broken play. Thrown bow in front there off the back heel of Heidi. He couldn't gather it in. Now corralled there by Digby in deep into the Lone Star, or rather Shreveport zone. Intercepted there by Sherino. Sherino, a little space to run. He's got Brazil with him. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Thrown toward the net. Save made. Rebound chance. And it's punched out of trouble. And it'll come back out to center. And now Lone Star's on the power play for 1:15, and we got another penalty coming up. This one's going against Sherino. And Lone Star is going to have a two-man advantage for 1:15. Not much argument from Sherino, and now the Mudbugs are really up against it. Well, this one could get ugly real quickly. Boy, Johnny Haller trying to spark his First choice personnel penalty kill unit. It's going to be Johnny Haller, Joe Mack, and Davis Gockler, some of your best PKers out on the ice. You need it when you're down by 4 in the game and you are down 2 men on the ice. This is where Arseny Sergeyev has to be brilliant. Face-off battle at, tied up, won there by Lone Star. Now to the right point there to Digby. They got plenty of time on this 2-man advantage. Digby has it at the right point. He waits. He settles it down near circle. There to DeCarlo. Back to Digby. Digby now back to DeCarlo. Thrown in front. Blocked off. Mudbugs can't clear. Digby from the high slot. Now down low to the far circle on over to Purcell. Back to the high bumper slot there to Digby. Back to the far circle there to Purcell. He waits. He drops it down low. Thrown in front. Quick shot. Score. That's DeCarlo. Short side. Goes top shelf. And Lone Star now has a 5-0 lead with 9:52 to go in the second. Power play goal for Lone Star, and they'll stay on the power play for 1:29 left in Chirino's interference infraction. Boy, the Mudbugs have not had a home game get this ugly in a long time. At least one that I can recall. It's DeCarlo's goal, his second of the night. He's now got 22 on the year. Boy, and now we got a goaltending change. Cole Hudson is into the game. And that is going to wrap up the night for Sergeyev. That is the first time he has been pulled this season, ending his 5-game win streak of starts between the pipes. So Cole Hudson will enter into the game with 9:52 left in the second. 1:29 left here on the first choice personnel penalty kill. Lone Star still on the power play, looking for more. Konovalov, far circle there to Tritt. Out of the point there to Brady Smith. Now thrown across to the near half wall. Quick shot there by Smith. Save made there by Hudson. Konovalov and Purcell get the assists on DeCarlo's second of the night. And really it's tough when you're coming into a game cold as a goaltender and you're on the penalty kill. And that's what Hudson has to face right now. 5-0 lead for Lone Star. DeCarlo's 22nd at 10:08 on the power play. So they scored a power play goal and a shorthanded goal. Special teams huge in Lone Star's success this season. Face off to the left of Hudson. Battle away there behind the cage. There by Sturzer to the far corner. Chopped that there by Heidi. Now to Brazil, and he'll swing it off the near side glass. And kept in there by Brady Smith. Swung and missed there by Brazil. Thrown up ahead there to Sedlacek. And Sedlacek will be able to jolt it back out to center. Lone Star 5, Shreveport nothing. To the near side there to Konovalov. Dropped up ahead. Thrown across. Touched toward the net. And Sturzer couldn't redirect it through from the far post. Now to the near circle. Brady Smith fires one and he gets the glass. 30 seconds left now on Chirino's interference infraction. Lone Star with a couple of power play goals. Here comes Procopio back the other way. Works it in, throws it toward the net. He scores! What an effort from Procopio. He goes around the far side and drills home a big-time goal to get the Mudbugs on the board. Another shorty for the Bugs, and it gets them on the board. It's Lone Star 5, Shreveport 1. Boy, what a great individual effort from Procopio. And he gives the crowd a little life here at George's Pond. Procopio's 18th of the season. And it gives the Mudbugs just a ray of life that maybe, just maybe, they can pull something up to the miracle standpoint tonight. 8:45 remaining here in the second. Plenty of time in this game. 11:15, time of the goal for Procopio. Lone Star 5, Shreveport 1. Lone Star still in the power play now for 15 more seconds. To the near side there to Murray. Off the stick of Emerson. Johnny Hallard will get the one primary assist, and Davis Gockler, I believe, will get the secondary helper. Now back to 5-on-5 hockey, thrown in the near circle. Murray through the slot, thrown toward the net, blocked off there by Johnny Hallard. So the Mudbugs get one shorty, and it just gives them a little life right now, and wakes up the crowd, along with that Mudbugs bench. Loose puck there, Gockler off the near side boards, taken there by Purcell. He'll power it back in to the far corner. Sanum will just drop it off there to Hallard behind the Mudbugs net. Up ahead off the stick now of Sedlacek. He'll steer it in along the end boards. Battling for it to the far side. Sanum sails it back up top to the right point. Colson will drop it down low. Intercepted. And now we got a little bit of a brouhaha between Sedlacek and his man. That was Joey Trezera. Now a shot toward the net along the Mudbugs side. Got blocked off there by Gotinski. Behind the cage now, Benson takes a hard hit there by Gotinski. Along to the far corner. 7:10 left and counting here in the second. Trezera couldn't hold the zone. Back out to center in front of that Brahmas bench. Hard hitting going on. DeCarlo back over to Purcell. Far circle, quick shot blocked in front there by Doherty. Now to the near corner. To my right, played back to the point. Brady Smith fires one just wide of Hudson, who is into the game after Sergeyev got pulled midway through the second. The far side now, Colson able just to kind of rip it all the way down the length of the ice. Wholesale line change for both teams. Now played up ahead. Cleary 2-on-1. Thrown across. Thrown toward the net. Save made there by Hudson as Collins was looking for his second. A break in the action. 6.5 remaining here in the second. Lone Star 5, Shreveport 1. This is Mudbugs Hockey.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. Congratulations to our LED for Life Light the Lamp winners, to Matt Nelson and Christy Screws. You are the winners of the LED for Life Light the Lamp contest for predicting Gio Procopio able to score the game's first goal for the Bugs. You can redeem your prize at the Swamp Shack in our next home game. It'll be tomorrow night. 7-Eleven Puck Drop. Just go to the Swamp Shack and you'll get your awesome gift, courtesy of LED for Life, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs Hockey. Honoring our hometown heroes with a standing ovation. And this is his first Mudbugs game, getting honored at the hometown hero. 6:30 exactly remaining here in the second period. Brought to you by DeFata and Associates. Lone Star on top 5-1. Oh, it's a Minden, Louisiana native getting honored. Scores elsewhere, by the way. Odessa and Amarillo locked up at 3 after 2 periods of play. If Amarillo loses in regulation, Wichita Falls clinches the 3rd spot, and Shreveport will know it is playing Amarillo in the first round. of the playoffs. Still a lot of time there, though. Uh-oh. Loose puck played up ahead. Coming around. Backhand shot. Score. What a great effort there by, it was Bierman who came around the left side, and he just kind of poked it home, and it beats the Wickeds of Hudson, and it's Lone Star 6, Shreveport 1. Wow, that was a coast-to-coast speed there by Bierman, and Bierman able to bang in yet another tally for Lone Star. Boy, that's a big stomach punch to the Bugs when it looked like they were trying to gather just some life after Procopio scored at 11:15. It's an even strength goal for Lone Star, and it is their 6th goal of the night. They have a 5-goal lead again. Face-off won there by Lone Star. Battle ad taken there by Johnny Haller. Now off the stick of Gockler. Played back to Haller. Couldn't handle it cleanly. Alex Murray and Dawson Tritt will get the assists on Luke Bierman's goal. And for Bierman, it is his first goal and his first point of the season. One of the newcomers on this Lone Star team. 5:20 to go in the second. Lone Star sending Shreveport a little message here that if the two are to meet in the postseason, well, we know it's going to be a great series. But Lone Star is just so tough when they get going and they can roll their lines. They match up very evenly with Shreveport tonight. They're up 6-1. Thrown toward the net there by Benson off the stick of Doherty into the far corner. 4:55 remaining in the second. Now battling for it there is Colin Doherty. The score might be lopsided, but a lot of these guys who don't get much playing time battling for jobs for next season, or if someone goes down during the playoffs for this season. That's what matters about these games. Might not matter in the standings, but you're playing for jobs down the line. And you see that hustle and tenacity there from Colin Doherty, one of the big future blue liners on this Mudbug squad. Big hello to the Doherty family. Glad to have them with us, Mr. Kevin and Miss Amber. Hope they're enjoying themselves from Gurnee, Illinois. To my right, Colson to the near side, mishandled a little bit. Now taken there by Steele. He rumbles his way, races in now. Near corner, played back up top to Colson. Colson out the point, throws it toward the net. Score! It might have hit off of Jake Mack in front. And the Mudbugs have their second goal of the night. Lone Star 6, Shreveport 2. Maybe it belongs to Colson, but a great screen in front there by Jake Mack. If it's Colson, it's his second in as many games, his fourth of the season. Time of the goal, 15:58 of the second. Brahmas 6, the Mudbugs 2. Wasn't much to that play except getting pucks to the net. And Colson's ripper able to find the back of the twine. We'll get the official call in just a second. I believe it's Colson's. No, they're going to give it to Jake Mack with the tip in front. It's his third of the year from Heidi and Steele. I think they messed that up. It should be Jake Mack's from Colson and Steele. So Mack gets his second in as many games. It's going to be Colson and Steele who get the assists on Jake Mack. I think they missed the assist there. Now drop back there to Colson. Colson now will just take a U-turn back behind the Mudbugs net. 3.5 remaining here in the second. Now banked off the far side boards all the way down. Lone Star with a 4-goal edge. Hard hit there. Sanum gets hit hard along the end boards behind the Lone Star net. Now played up ahead. That's Dylan Smith. Missed the stick of Bierman. Goes to the far corner. Battling for it there is Gotinsky. Loose puck gobbled up there by Brazil. Now along the left side. Banks it off the near side boards. Intercepted, taken there by Konovalov. Puck now slung back out to center there by Brazil. Tried to find the stick of Sedlacek, and he couldn't handle it cleanly. He's able just to kind of ram it in deep into the Brahmas zone. Now behind the cage of Blessing. Boy, hard hitting going on. Mudbugs just trying to get something going here. Murray has it now to the far corner to the right of Hudson, who has come in to relieve Arseny Sergeyev. Puck now swarted at there by Procopio in deep into the Lone Star zone, but it was a delayed offsides. Wholesale line change here for Coach Soupy. A couple of minutes left here in the second period. It's a 6-2 edge in favor of Lone Star. Far side now. Oh, hard hit there as Emerson got his bell rung there by Jake Mack. It's one thing they love about Jake Mack. He has got a big body, and he is very strong and very young. Oh, boy, he was lining up Hasselgren, and he just missed taking him off the ice. Would have been clean. Now Steele dropped off there to Heidi. To the near side there to Jake Mack. It's the one thing you get scared about when the game is still kind of lopsided is some of the extracurricular activities. Up ahead there to Jake Mack. He's got it. He works it in now from the left point, thrown across. Mishandled a bit there by Gockler. Now chops it toward the net. Kept in there by Jake Mack. Blocked off there by Bilkey. Bilkey now back the other way. 1:10 left here in the second. Cleary's got it. Gains the blue line. Dropped off there to Purcell. Now to DeCarlo. DeCarlo back to Purcell. Waits. Far circle. Now he works it around behind the cage. Fooled Hudson a little bit. Blocked off there by Gockler. Gockler can't clear it. Bilkey toward the net. It goes wide of Hudson. Down to less than a minute left here in the second. Lone Star 6, Shreveport 2. Now behind the cage. We'll talk to Jacob Onstadt here in our Sonic Drive-In second intermission show. Back out to center. Cleary now. Just dump it off the far side boards in deep. Into the far corner to the right of Hudson. Stolen away there by Collins. Collins toward the net. Save made there by Hudson. And he'll cover it up now with 27 seconds remaining here in the second. Be sure to get your playoff tickets now, May 21st, May 22nd, games 1 and 2 of the first round of the playoffs here at George's Pond. Give us a call at 318-636-7094 or log on to tickets.georgespond34.com. Face off one there by, kept in there by Lone Star. Quick ripper through the slot there by Bierman, and a nice save made there by Hudson. He's able to cover up on the rebound, pushing and shoving now in front of Hudson's cage. .7 seconds remain here in the second. Face off to the left of Hudson. Face off one there by Lone Star. Bierman now settles it down. Touched in ahead there by Konovalov along the near half wall. Gets along the back of Doherty. Taken there by Colson. And Colson's just going to park it in front of the Mudbugs cage, and that'll do it for the second. Thrown back out to center, and that'll do it for the period. Your score after 2 periods of play, Lone Star 6. Shreveport 2, a couple of goals. Give the Mudbugs a little bit of a chance, but it'll still be a tall order to climb. Stick around for the Sonic Drive-In second intermission show. We'll talk to Jacob Onstadt after these messages. Lone Star 6, Shreveport 2. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you, either as a small business owner or individual, with all services from accounting to investment planning. Congratulations to our Shreveport Mudbugs on this 2021 season. They have overcome the odds of a pandemic to keep hockey alive in Shreveport-Bossier. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Bayou Blasters helps bring you Shreveport Mudbugs hockey on the ticket. Hey, this is Jay Fuo letting you know Bayou Blasters offers the best dry ice blasting in all of Shreveport. Our solid CO2 provides a powerful industrial equipment cleaning solution for a variety of applications ranging from heavy slag removal to delicate semiconductor and circuit board cleaning. Our ice blasting technology has become known as the cleanest and most environmentally friendly way to clean and prep any surface. Call us at 877-352-8614 or log on to BayouBlasters.com.
Welcome back in to the Sonic Drive-In second intermission show. This is Howie Sonic, joined by one of my all-time favorites this season, Jacob Onstad, a.k.a. Stoddard, a.k.a. Stotskis, a.k.a. Ani, and one of my newest a.k.a. Daryl, the middle name of Jacob Onstad, which I have been using the last couple of broadcasts. Stoddard, you okay with a little Daryl action there?
I'm okay with the Daryl action. I mean, gotta represent the fam. It's my grandpa's name, my dad's middle name, so love, carrying on the tradition and representing it.
And I'm assuming you know and adore your grandpa very much? Or you have a good relationship with him?
I do, yes. Love my grandpa. He's, he's an awesome, special person in my life, and he's a great guy. He's a beauty.
We're talking about how this season now is coming up near this end, and you've been in and out of the lineup, and you've been taking it, so well. Obviously, inside, when you're looking at that lineup and you don't see your name on there, is it a tough pill to swallow at all?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely want to play, in the games and stuff. You work hard all week in practice and, extra ice and stuff like that. But it's just part of being on one of the best teams in the league and being a young guy, and I've learned to accept that and know my role here, which is I'm okay with that. And like Coach has said before, we just have to be ready to go when our name's called. So I just been trying to be mentally sharp as I can and positive, and just working as hard as I can so that when my name is on that sheet, I'm ready to go and can contribute to the team.
Well, what was great was your name was on that sheet on Saturday, along with guys who are in that lineup, like Logan Gotinsky, Jake Mack, just a few of the names that were on there. Johnny Haller came back this last weekend from injury, and it was a game that didn't mean anything in the standings on Saturday. So it was one of those meaningless games as far as the standings are concerned. But you guys, from what maybe people would have expected maybe to be one of those sluggish efforts, was one of your best periods overall in that first period when you scored 4 goals, and it was you and Jake Mack who were able to chip in. So, I mean, how nice must have that felt as a team to come out with 4 to open up on Saturday?
Yeah, it was awesome. It just shows how deep of a team we are. It doesn't really matter who's in or who's out of the lineup. We're all going to be ready to go, and we're going to play Mudbugs hockey. I mean, it's a pretty special team that we have, and it was awesome to see Macker get a little power play action there, get a little goal.
He's a big body. I mean, he could maybe last on that power play for years to come.
Yeah, Jake is that's one of the best parts of his game is being gritty in front of the net and burying that puck. So it was really awesome to see him score, and it was nice that I got to bury one too.
Yeah, and you've had a couple in the slot, and I've noticed that. You had one that I described as a kind of one of those knuckler, muster kind of goals, kind of knuckle puckish kind of goals. This one didn't have any knuckle. This one was a steamer toward the net, and is that one of your happy spots to get into that slot? And of course, Gio and Dawson did the dirty work down low, as I like to say.
Yeah, they made a great play, and I was just I was a little late coming in the zone, and Dawson found me. So, the guys chirp me sometimes for not having the hardest shot, and they always make fun of me for not lifting it. Most of the goals I've scored this year have been low or on the ice, but at the end of the day, they don't ask how; they just ask how many. So,
when I've talked to you about this before, you made that decision to stay in high school, finish your senior year, not come to juniors when you had the opportunity last year. You have talked about how great this community is and how great Shreveport has been. Was there any regrets now on that decision that you made last year when you now look ahead to what you've been able to accomplish this season?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm really happy with the path I've chose, and I don't think I was ready to play last year. I think getting into my last year of high school and, the MDHL path that I took was the right way for me, and had a lot of great people supporting me. And I just wanted to finish high school, be with my friends. I loved the coaching and my teammates there. So I really wanted to finish it there. And I know I came here and I think I was ready. And I don't think I regret my decision.
One thing that I get to do is not only get to know you guys, but get to know the families. And I've got to know the Onstotts pretty well. And there was one week where you disappeared, and I didn't know where you went, and I was kind of like clueless. And then I found out your mom had a stroke, and that shocks me because your mom, obviously in terrific shape, younger mom, obviously one of your biggest inspirations in hockey, one of the ones who got you into the game. How's she doing now?
Yeah, my mom's doing amazing. There's been so many people praying for her and so much support. She's such a fighter and, such an inspiration to me and the family and everyone around her. Her odds weren't really great on her recovery. The doctors didn't think she was going to be the same, and they thought her recovery was going to be a really, really long time, years. But she is she's almost back to her normal now. She's driving. Yeah. She's talking so good. I mean, it's pretty much back to normal, and it's just such inspiration for me and for everyone to see how she's bounced back from this.
Yeah, I really got to know your mom because I was working out in the gym on the road one of the road trips. She's looked like she was training for a marathon. Oh, yeah. She was running on that treadmill. Is she back to running too?
She isn't running like how she used to. She's been going on really long walks. The doctors just kind of wanted to take her easy for a little bit, but she's definitely been working out, getting her steps in, getting her walks in, and she's definitely she's still going.
Talking to Jacob Onstott, one of my favorites here in the Sonic Drive-In second intermission show. You stay at the Dew House, Charlie, Levi, Paxton. What's that experience been like for you?
Oh yeah, it's been great. The Dews are awesome. Paxton's he's an awesome little guy, ball of energy. He definitely keeps the energy in the room for sure. But Charlie and Levi are awesome. They're such good people and so kind and loving. Cook great meals. They're awesome.
Have you gone out on a jog with them at all? Can you hang with Levi or anything?
I actually went on a swim with Levi.
Okay.
One of the few weeks at the start of the season or whatever, and I couldn't keep up. He was lapping me and he was smoking me, but they're beasts. They're good athletes for sure.
I noticed Paxton's doing Learn to Skate, and I know he's very young. But do you see maybe a little bit in him where maybe he can, hold the stick and maybe knock it around and play the game a little bit?
Oh yeah, little P. I think he'll be out here someday. Buzzing around here. He's been on. He's at the train wheels on the skates for a bit, but they've been coming off, and he's getting better every time he comes out. So I think he'll be out here someday. Hopefully, a future Mudbug.
Yeah. What's funny about you, Stoddard, is you're one of the coolest guys around. You're always laid back. You're always yelling my name, Jetster. did that kind of personality, is that from your dad? Is that something maybe you grew up with? Was you always like that? Because I grew up shy, and now you can't shut me up when you put a mic to my face. Was that something you always had in you?
Yeah, I've always been like this. I don't know where it's from. Probably my dad a little bit. I mean, my mom's side's pretty funny. My uncle's he's hilarious. So I think I get a little bit of both. But yeah, I don't know what it's. I don't know. I'm just me. I just keep the energy alive, like smiling, like making other people smile. So.
And it's funny because you don't only make people smile, you also make them roll your eyes. There's always maybe some expletives tossed your direction on the bus,
Oh, yeah.
and you do definitely like to needle certain guys.
Oh, yeah.
But is this locker room something that you've? How good is this locker room compared to what you've been to before?
Yeah, it's awesome. The guys are so close. We all hang out with each other. There's no like cliques or anything like that. Where in the past, I feel like in youth hockey and stuff, there's usually the cliques, or sometimes the guys don't like everyone. But there's not a single guy who doesn't like someone on the team. Everyone is so close. We all hang out with everyone. We're always getting together on the weekends and hanging out or after practice. And yeah, it's a really special locker room, and it's a big part of why we're having a good season.
You talked about how good that family is, and I have to mention Arseny Sergiev, who obviously still learning English. Was it hard to kind of bring him into the family? Or how has that transition been when he arrived? Because, boy, he's been so good back there, and I know you guys want to keep him included as well.
Yeah, RC's awesome. He's actually a really funny guy, and even though we can't speak the best English, he's getting better, and he hangs out with the guys too. He loves hanging with the boys. At first he was a little shy, and it wasn't. It's tough. I mean, coming from a different country and not being able to really talk to anyone. Yeah. But he loves the boys. He's a big part of our team and a huge part of the locker room and stuff. So love RC. He's a great guy.
That's Jacob Onstad of the Shreveport Mudbugs. Thanks for the time, and good luck the rest of the way.
Yeah, thanks, Chet. Appreciate it.
We'll have more after these messages here on the Sonic Drive-In Second Intermission Show. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey. Welcome back into the Sonic Drive-In Second Intermission Show. This is How We Sonic, joined by a special guest, corporate partner, Mr. Stan Stava from SS Advertising, who is involved with UAPI, bedroom sleep shops, Snyder floor covering, Jimco portable buildings, and commercial power equipment. Mr. Stan, thanks for the time. I appreciate you joining us.
Oh, I'm so glad to be here today.
Talk about the corporate partnership. It has started since we came back in the North American Hockey League back in the 2016-2017 season. And what caught your eye about the Mudbugs? And this involvement has been great.
Well, so many of the advertisers that I work with want to do stuff that's community related, and this, of course, is the team for the Shreveport Bossiers, as well as a lot of the architects, and they wanted to be able to show their support for the Mudbugs and for our local team.
And talk about what has been so fulfilling, and really this is now our fifth season, and we've been working with you season by season, and what kind of has stuck out about you that you've really enjoyed that has brought you back year after year?
Well, I enjoy hockey. I'm a big hockey fan, always have been. But for a lot of the advertisers that were just getting new to hockey, one of the things that they've really enjoyed is, again, it's not only that support, but how much their kids enjoy it. Bedroom Sleep Shops. He's got a couple of children, and they've gotten involved. UAPI actually has a couple of younger folks, teenagers, and they've gotten involved with the Junior Hockey League. So it's so much for the whole family to be able to do. It's been a matter of, in a lot of cases, a lot of their children, a lot of their families gotten really involved and really enjoy going to the games.
And one of the exciting projects that fans got to see just a little glimpse of in our video was the new Mudbugs locker room. A renovation thanks to Snyder floor covering. And just talk about that whole project and how all that came about.
Oh, absolutely. Snyder's been with the team for, 3 or 4 years now, and is really a big supporter of it. A lot of his employees will go to the games, always asking for tickets, and want to go if he's got extra tickets to the games and things like that. And just again, what ends up happening so much with the people that come on, advertisers and supporters, ends up really does partnering with the Mudbugs, and Mudbugs try to go to their supporters as well when they need things.
Talk about Jimco portable buildings and what they're all about.
Yeah, Jimco is really into the Mudbugs as well. He's got a young son and daughter, I think their ages around 10 and 12. They are into the hockey. He really likes, again, to support the team. They, of course, in this area are one of the only places that actually locally owned here actually build their own buildings. Most of the time you have to order them out of Minnesota or all the stuff from Minnesota or Oklahoma. He actually has a warehouse right here up near North Market, or right off of North Market in North Shreveport, and is one of the only manufacturers of them right here in the area.
We're always looking to attract more corporate partners for Mudbugs hockey and also pull more fans, especially during these difficult times. What is your most enjoyable part when you're at a Mudbugs game?
I think I'm a little bit different than everybody else in the sense that I'm a huge hockey fan, have been since I was a kid. I can remember watching them long ago on CBS on Sunday afternoons. But I think for the thing that everybody enjoys is how y'all do keep the activities going to the games, whether it's some music, whether it's games on the ice, things like that. You don't just have to be a super hockey fan in order to go to the Mudbugs games, because there's all kind of entertainment if you're just a casual fan, but you enjoy watching all the different games and all the things that, again, are very family oriented.
And what is the best way for someone to get a hold of you?
The best way to get a hold of me is SS Advertising, but the number 773-6758. Again, that's 773-6758, or stan.stava, S-T-A-V-A, at gmail.com. Or I'm sure, in all seriousness, if you call the Mudbugs and say, hey, heard y'all's advertising guy on the radio, or the guy that works with all those clients or whatever, just give us a holler, and or give them a holler. I'm sure they can get in touch with me.
That's Mr. Stan Stava, one of our proud corporate partners of Mudbugs Hockey. Thank you for everything you do.
Oh, well, thanks so much, and I look forward to many years of supporting Mudbugs Hockey.
That'll do it. We'll have more after these messages here on the second intermission show, brought to you by Sonic Drive-In. This is how we Sonic. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. It's Lone Star 6, Shreveport 2. And, well, the second period started out rough for the Bugs, just as it did in the first period when Quinn Emerson scored at 2:16 of the second. Then Andrew DiCarlo added one in on the power play with a short side tap in that was promptly the last straw for Arseny Sergeyev as Coach Subi made the goalie change. Then Giovanni Procopio put the Mudbugs on the board 11-15 into the second. Then after Luke Bierman scored the Lone Star's sixth tally, it was Jake Mack redirecting home his third of the year at 15:58. So we stand at a 6-2 deficit. And now time for the Sterling Dental Center third period. My good friend Dr. Emile Janou and his wonderful staff has your next dental checkup covered. Call 318-680-1040 or log on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com. Mudbugs will skate from left to right here in the Sterling Dental Center third period. Good to see Austin Brimmer in front of us. He looks to be okay. I know he suffered an upper body injury last weekend. Of course, just enjoying the extra time off. I would have to imagine he's going to be in the lineup tomorrow night just to kind of get back into the swing of things. Back out to center. Now to the far side, Jack Collins works it around the far corner. He'll work it in behind the cage of Hudson, who relieved Sergeyev at the midway marker of the second. 6-2 lead for Lone Star off the far side boards, picked up there by Brady Smith. Now off the stick of Collins, taken there by Gockler. Gockler to the far side there to Heidi, up ahead to the middle of the ice there to Sherino. Tangled up a bit there was Procopio, but he works it forward there for Sherino. Behind the cage, thrown in front. Hit the side of the net, now back up top to the point. Heidi a ripper, and it just got knocked down into the near corner. Now Procopio trying to get positioning. He'll let it go there for McCormick. Back up top, Gockler's shot off the stick of Bilkey into the far corner. 1:10 gone by here in the third period. It's a tough game right now. Hooked up there was Sherino. And a penalty coming up to Cole Bilkey. Good draw there by Sherino. And Bilkey's going in the box. The Mudbugs will be back on the power play, brought to you by AEP Swepco. A big hello to the Sherino family. Tuning tonight from Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Glad to have Mr. Brian Sherino, of course, Miss Dana, and little sister Emma, Carson, Tyler. I don't want to forget everybody. A lot of fine folks in the Sherino family. Always fun seeing that family. Face off to the left of Blessing. Mudbugs have yet to capitalize on the power play. And they're not going to get much going here momentarily as Dylan Smith able to scale the puck all the way down the length of the ice. Bilkey in the box for tripping. I thought it was a hook, but doesn't matter. Sherino up the melee ice there to Joe Mack, back to Sherino. Sherino now takes a pirouette back to the near half wall. He settles it down. Back up top to the right point there to Onstadt. Now to the point there to Colson. It goes to the far circle, cross ice through the slot. Here's Sherino thrown in front. Oh, and a left pad stop made. Quick shot, score! That's Joe Mack. Brilliant feed from Onstadt. And the Mudbugs are a little bit closer. It's Lone Star 6, Shreveport 3. Power play goal for Shreveport. And the Mudbugs inch a little bit closer at the mountain of a deficit that they have to face here. It's a 3-goal game. And the Mudbugs accomplished what they needed to do, and that was to score a goal in the opening minutes of the third. Grandpa Joe delivers. And for Joe Mack, It is goal number 21 on the season. Lone Star now with a 3-goal lead, 6-3. Mudbugs now 1 for 5 on the man advantage. Face-off is won there by Shreveport. They sail it back into the Brahmas zone. Now Heidi's pass broken up. Procopio and Onstadt get the assists. Onstadt getting time on the power play, and he's working the point, and I think that's a great opportunity for him just to kind of take a look at what your future could be next season on the man advantage. Back out to center, that's Joe Mack. Now Jake Mack loses an edge on that puck. Now to the far side there to Heidi. Heidi now just rips it in to the Lone Star zone. Wholesale line change here for Coach Soupy. Off the far side boards, Konovalov just brushes it back out to center. Taken there by Colson. Colson now will slide it across back to Doherty. Up ahead there to Sanum. Now to the far side. Too far there for Sedlacek behind the cage now to the near corner. Low to high, back to the point. And now Colson just spikes it into the far corner as he lost possession of it. Now Gotinski back to Colson. Colson at the point, thrown toward the net, redirected on his way through. Stick save made there by Blessing. Now to the near corner it goes. Taken away, Gotinski has it. Gotinski just rolls it back in along the end boards. Try to find Sanum's stick. Now Sedlacek tried a centering feed. He got blocked. Sanum was there. Now played back to the left point. Behind the cage of Blessing. Now played back to the far half wall. DeCarlo tried to pop it out. He can't. Held in there by Blessing. And now to the near corner. Oh, what a hard hit there as Weber absolutely ran Murray through the glass. Behind the cage of Blessing. To the near side, that's Bilkey. Mudbugs, or rather that's Benson. Benson now kind of works his way in from the left side to the near half wall, taken away there by Onstadt. Onstadt now kind of floated it up ahead, knocked down there by Colson. Boy, it is a little messy out there right now. 4.5 gone by in the third. Lone Star 6, Shreveport 3. Off the near side to Carlo, just kind of flips it into the Mudbug zone. Hallard to Weber. And Weber will take a U-turn back behind the Mudbugs net. Hallard has the puck. He'll wait for some fresh bugs. Big hello to the Hallard family. Tune in tonight. Glad to have them with us. And, of course, Hallard's adoring billet mom who could not be here with us. A rare missed game for her, Miss Carlene Mudd. Had a wedding to attend, but she is, of course, tuned in from afar. And I'm sure she had a sign with her. She always has those Johnny Hallard signs. We love that. That was what was sorely missed. Because every time Hallard touched the puck, that sign goes way up into the air. Like a proud billet mom that she is. And, boy, she has been wonderful in the Billet family. Glad to have Miss Carlene Mudd with us. To the near side. Spun back out to center. Hallard back to Brazil. Off the stick of Shereno. Intercepted there by Bilkey, who broke it up. Now Hallard to the far side there to Brazil. Off the stick of Joe Mack. He'll just strike it into the Brahmas zone. You could see a little bit more jump here from Shreveport as they're down by 3 goals in this contest. It was once a 5-goal deficit. At the very least, the Mudbugs just trying to grab some momentum for tomorrow night's season finale. To the near side there to Gockler. Gockler will just softly love tap this baby in to the Brahmas zone. To the far side it goes to Brady Smith. Brushed up ahead and now knifed in there by Dylan Smith. Behind the cage of Hudson. Grabbing it there is the Georgia native, that's Heidi. Heidi now works it around the right side. He'll gallop up the ice from left to right. Now it's passed too far there for Gockler, but swung in there by Jake Mack. Now cross ice. Oh, what a hard hit there as Heidi rings the bell of Konovalov. That's her Sterling Dental Center big hit of the game. Bouncer toward the net, stop made there by Blessing. And now Lone Star will just settle it down. That's Joey Trezera. 7 minutes gone by in the third. 6-3 lead for Lone Star. Floated, caught, intercepted there by Colson. He works it in. I think Shreveport was off sides, and they are. Very close. I want to remind our fans, be sure to get your 2021-2022 season tickets. You can do that by giving us a call at 318-636-7094 or emailing Kimberly at mudbugshockey.com. And now, puck poked back out to center. Now played back behind the cage of Blessing. Mudbugs just trying to keep a little battle going on here and make it a little bit more interesting. Thrown toward the net, that's Shannon. Oh, he was pecking away out of that. That puck was loose, but the whistle was blown. And now pushing and shoving. Sedlacek's in there. Sanum's in there. Couple of big boys in the middle of that rumble. Murray hot. That's Alex Murray. Boy, someone's got to restrain Alex Murray. He's still going after Sedlacek. And he's thinking it should be equaled up. The door is open for Shreveport. Sanum's going in. Oh, I know what Alex Murray's mad about. He's mad because Sedlacek, he thought he was a third man in. That's what he's mad about. And that's what Murray was griping about. Dan Wildfong hot there behind the bench of Lone Star. 12:20 remaining here in the third. Joey Trezera lobbying toward what he thought was a third man in on Lucas Sedlacek. Eric Michaels not having any of it. You see Dan Wildfong now in front of the Brahmas bench if you're watching. He's working. Eric Michaels pretty good. Nothing coming about of it. Oh, wow, the Mudbugs are going to have a power play out of this. Oh, this is big. They've gotten one power play goal. They're looking for another. Face off to the right of Blessing. Face off one there by Shreveport. Onstadt has it. Thrown back to the left point there to Colson. Now just kind of tapped along there to Sherino. Back to the far corner there to Joe Mack. Now thrown back to the left point there to Colson. Now to Onstadt. Onstadt waits. He tried to settle it in deep. It was off the stick of Dylan Smith, and Lone Star is able to ladle the puck all the way down. It's a good job there by Bilkey. So out of all that mess, Purcell and Murray are in the box for Lone Star. Sanum the only guilty party for Shreveport. Mudbugs have a power play now down to 1:25 left in it. Brought to you by AEP Swepco, and they can't gain the blue line as that puck is smacked down the length of the ice there by Brady Smith. Uh-oh, given away. Lone Star's got it. Boy, the Mudbugs have fumbled it around in their own zone. It's going to cost them any kind of chance here as the puck now is laced all the way down. Colson will reset this baby down to a minute left on the man advantage. Their sixth power play of the night. They're 1 for 5. Lone Star, Colson back to Onstadt to the near side. Swept in there by Jake Mack, but he couldn't get it in deep. And Dylan Smith is able to saddle that baby all the way down. Behind the cage of Hudson. Up the ice now, here comes Brazil. To the far side there to McCormick. Slung across there to Heidi. Now to the near half wall there to Jake Mack. Drop down low behind the cage. McCormick knocked down there by, I believe it was Jake Mack. Now Heidi to the point there to Brazil. Now thrown across there to Heidi. Heidi settles it down. Back to the point there to Brazil. To the far half wall. Back to Brazil. A shot. Stick save made there by Blessing. He had Jake Mack looking for a rebound. Steele now trying to work it off the walls. He knocks it down. Back to McCormick. Behind the cage there to Jake Mack. Taken away there by Dylan Smith. He can't clear it. Good keep in there by Brazil. Now Jake Mack able to jam it in behind the near corner. Mudbugs come up empty there. They're 1 for 6 on the man advantage. They had a few good looks near the end of that power play, but that first half of that power play was ugly. And Coach Rich will address that right away. Now along to the left of Hudson. Lone Star with a 6-3 lead. Down to 9:50 left in the third. Thrown toward the net. It gets deflected wide into the near corner. Gockler has it. Gockler couldn't settle it down. Thrown in front. Quick shot save made. Rebound chance. What a left pad stop made there by Hudson. As Bierman tried to tap in his second. And Hudson did the split stop. Puck now slid in deep into the Brahmas zone. It spins around now to the far half wall. Taken there by Benson. Cross ice. Missed the stick. Taken there by Bilkey. He'll drive it in deep into the Mudbug zone. Into the near corner it goes. Now behind the cage of Hudson. Played back to Gockler. Gockler off the stick of Sedlacek. Sedlacek kind of works his way in. Kind of gets hauled down a little bit. Digby's in there now along the walls. Mudbugs trying to work this battle. Just a scrum along the walls. Worked out free there by Lone Star. To the near side it goes. Taken there by Cleary. Off the far side boards up ahead there to Collins, and he'll just drub the puck in deep into the Mudbug zone. Along to the near side there, Steele's bad pass. Taken away there by Robbie Murray. The new Mudbug. Drop back to Colson to the far half wall there to Sedlacek. Sedlacek is able to sling it back out to center. Now Collins has it, and Collins will just softly caress this baby back into the Mudbug zone. Robbie Murray up off the stick of Colson, back to Murray. Now to the far side there, Jake Mack dropped off there to Joe Mack. Little Mack to Big Mack. Now to there to Big Colson. Now along the end boards, taken there by Konovalov. Now taken away there and possessed there by Palmer. Palmer tried to pelt it out, and it gets a piece of the Brahmas bench, and we got a break in the action. 7:54 to go in the third. 6-3 in favor of Lone Star. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. Their regular season finale will be tomorrow night. It'll be the Mudbugs and the Brahmas. Be sure to join us. 7-11 puck drop. We'll have the Landers pregame show at 6:50 as always. But we want you out here at George's Pond as we're trying to send our special needs athletes to Las Vegas for nationals. And you can do that by coming to the game, and every Coca-Cola product sold, $2 of every product will go to the Jets special needs athletes as they're on their way to nationals. And we'll also be raffling off a Coca-Cola mini fridge dispenser and a vintage Dr. Pepper cooler. So you don't want to miss it. Be sure to get your tickets now by giving us a call at 318-636-7094 or logging on to mudbugshockey.com. Face off outside the Lone Star blue line along the far side. One there by Dylan Smith. And he's able to rake it back into the Mudbug zone. On the far side, played up ahead there by McCormick. McCormick will forward it up ahead there to Procopio. Now it takes a weird bounce along the far circle. Dropped off. Sherino trying to hold on to it. He can't. Martin Marnage battling for it. Played back to the point. Haller dropped it. Oh, he tried to find the stick of McCormick trying to steer it in. Just missed it off the sweep part of it. Out of the near corner. To the far corner it goes. Battling for the puck. Sherino just throws it back to the near side, and Martin Marnage will just softly drop it off there to Digby. 7 minutes left in the third. I don't know if Coach Soupy has any plans to pull Hudson for an extra attacker. He would do it just for practice. Thrown in front. Off the stick of DiCarlo. You know what he's thinking about. If memory serves me correctly, I think he has a couple of goals. I think he has 2 goals tonight. He does. He's looking for the hat trick. Boy, third-year Brahma. Good guy off the ice. Just a competitor and real tough to play against. Now roulette wheeled around the near side boards there by Gockler. Held in there. Purcell throws one toward the net off the stick of Joe Mack. Goes to the far half wall. Brady Smith back up top. It played back out to center. Now DiCarlo will grab it. He'll throw it off the near side boards. There for Purcell. And Purcell will just fire it back in to the Mudbug zone and almost get hit there by Steele. He avoided that hit by an inch. Bierman through the far circle there to Konovalov. He'll bank it off the far side boards in deep behind the cage of Hudson. To the near side there to Steele. Off the far side boards there to Gockler. 5:45 left here in the third. 6-3 lead for the Brahmas. Mudbugs have a win streak that is in jeopardy as the puck rolls on net, and Hudson will make the stop. Of course, scores elsewhere. Mudbugs trying to figure out who their opponent's going to be in the first round, and they might not find that out at least momentarily because Amarillo has just beaten Odessa 4-3. So Amarillo does their part. They win tonight as they're battling for the third spot. No score early in the second from New Mexico between Wichita Falls and New Mexico. Wichita Falls, all they need to do is win one game or get a combination of 2 points in these 2 games. Oh, boy! It slid through the goal mouth. Mudbugs almost had a gimme there. Now a little space here for Doherty. He slams one toward the net. It gets blocked. Now along to the near corner through the slot. Oh, onside a shot. Pad stop made there by Blessing. He lost his stick. And now shoved to the near corner. Blessing has no stick. And he's not going to have much time to grab it to the near corner. And now he'll race up and grab it. Thrown toward the net. And now back the other way. Bunting couldn't grab it now. Back out to center. Hard hit there. Weber getting physical on Marnage. Doherty will wheel it around to the far side there to McCormick. His pass intercepted there by Dylan Smith to the near corner. 4:40 left in the third. Game very much in hand unless the Mudbugs can score one maybe within the next minute. They give themselves a ray of life in this contest. Stick around for the Nicky's Mexican Restaurant postgame show. We'll tell you how it all happened. Don't drink the water. Try our margaritas today. Nicky's Mexican Restaurant, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs hockey. It hasn't gotten as chippy as we thought it might get. A few scuffles, but nothing big. Don't you worry, though. We got another game tomorrow night. 4:22 remaining here in the third. Face off in the right wing circle. To the left of Hudson. Face off one there by Sanum. Kissed off the far side glass there by Hallard. Out of the far corner. Now taken back and squeezed out there by Sanum to the near side there to Sherino. He'll glide up the ice along the middle. To the left there to Hallard. Hallard will just softly caress it off the far side boards. In deep into the Lone Star zone, Bilkey will grab it. Bilkey now, pass intercepted. Good read there, and coming in off sides with Sedlacek. And a long look there by Sedlacek describes the night for Mudbugs hockey. They have really taken a few steps back tonight, but they have shown some fight here in the third. They're going to now need 3 goals in these last 3 minutes and 54 seconds to extend the game. Face off from the far Brahmas blue line. Face off battle at, and won there by Emerson. Drop back to Joey Trezera. His cross-ice pass missed everybody. It was off a stick of somebody. No icing to the far side there to Brazil. He haven't had much icings today. Trying to squeeze it out there was Gotinski. Now played back to Robbie Murray. To the near side there to Sedlacek. He'll kiss it off the near side boards back out to center. 3:25 left in the third. Now behind the cage, Joey Trezera will just park it. The captain of Lone Star, of course, the son of Frank Trezera, the owner of Lone Star. To the far corner. Now played back out to center. Murray will mail it back into the Mudbug zone. 3 minutes left here in the third. To the far corner, Konovalov battling for it. Played back to the right point there to Murray. Shot gets blocked, taken away there by Steele. Steele hustling up the ice. And he will just softly barrel it into the near corner. To the far corner now, Marnage can't whack it out. Kept in there by Joe Mack, and he can't steer one toward the net. Blocked off there by Murray. That's Alex Murray. Off the near side boards, back out to center. Taken there by Bierman. Bierman dropped off there to Johnson Tripp. Back to Bierman. Backhand shot, save made, rebound chance. Save made there by Hudson. As Murray came in front, and now Gockler and Alex Murray with a few punches toward each other. 2:26 remaining here in the third. Joe Mack, your State Farm drive of the game for the best car insurance. Give my main man Ben Tolles at State Farm a call at 318-688-1522. Ben Tolles from State Farm, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs hockey. New Mexico has just gone on top of Wichita Falls, 1-0 early in the second period. So if New Mexico can win that game, it would come down to the final game on who's going to get the third spot and who's going to get the fourth spot. Now through the middle of the ice, bumped away. Here comes Weber, near circle. He'll take a spin around now. Hudson leaves the cage. Empty net here for the Mudbugs. A little practice to the left point and maybe a chance to climb a miracle attempt to the far corner. Back to the left point. On over to the right point there to Gockler. Gockler now just softly rail it in behind the cage. Bunting will let it go to the far corner. Kicked around there by Onstad. Hard hit there by Bunting. Oh, boy, he went on top there on Dylan Smith. Now a battle along the end boards. Mudbugs trying to hold the zone. They cannot. Now to the near side. Cleary able to clear it back out to center. Empty net to my left. 90 seconds now left in the third. Off the stick of Sherino in deep into the near corner of Lone Star's territory. Now along the end boards. Procopio battling for it. Now along to the near corner. Tripped up a bit there was Eric Michaels. Played back up top now. Brazil works it around now. Far circle thrown toward the net. Save made there by Blessing. And the puck now is lofted all the way down just wide of the open net. It'll be icing on Lone Star. Your icings tonight brought to you by Bayou Blasters. Cleanest shot on ice. Will Coach Soupy call a timeout? He does have one to take if he wants it. And he's going to call it now. Sometimes you save those timeouts, but time is really against the Mudbugs now with 1:06 remaining in regulation. All Coach Soupy is worried about for now is just grabbing the fourth goal before thinking about grabbing the fifth and sixth goal. Team Solon, the Team Solon Foundation, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs hockey. Mudbugs have a few things to take away from this game. I mean, they've scored one even strength goal, one power play goal, and one shorthanded goal. They've done it on every level. They just have not really been able to withstand the runs that Lone Star has gone on. Now, obviously, this game does not mean anything in the standings, so maybe a motivation level, and that'll be addressed, obviously, after this game if Lone Star is to come away with a victory. Face off to the right of Blessing. 6 attackers for the Bugs. Face off battle at, thrown toward the net, blocked off there by Dylan Smith. Empty net. Here's Smith tied up, back on over to Steele. Steele will slither it into the Lone Star zone, taken away there by Murray. Wow, wait. I thought there was a penalty coming up. Oh, there is a penalty coming up to Shreveport. This is pretty much going to put the ceiling of this game. Cole Hudson will get back onto the ice. Mason McCormick very frustrated right now at Brad Sotak. See what the call is here. Uh-oh. Well, wait a minute here. Did Mason McCormick get Mason McCormick's done. Mason McCormick said a few of the magic words, and he is tossed of the night. Oh, wait a minute here. Mason McCormick, I thought he was done. He's not. Jake Max in the box with 44 seconds. Coach Rich asking Mason McCormick, are you gone? Yeah, that's it. McCormick was kind of hanging on that bench, and McQuestion told him to beat it. And a very, very frustrated Mason McCormick skates on back to the locker room 44 seconds before this game's about to end. Now off the near side boards, Onstadt able to rake that puck all the way down. Tripping is the call on Jake Mack. 28 seconds left now. Along to the near half wall, chopped out there by Benson. Along to the near corner, the puck speared. Oh, look out as that one deflects into the crowd. A break in the action. 20 seconds now remains in this contest. Lone Star 6, Shreveport 3. Face off to the right of Hudson. Battle at, tied up, one there by Lone Star. And Trezero will just take it back out to Brady Smith. He'll take his time, and Brady Smith will just bomb it back in to the Mudbug zone, to the near corner. 8 seconds left now. Tied up along the walls. You don't want any extracurricular activities, anything more stupid. Brady Smith now near circle, thrown toward the net. There was Konovalov, and he shot it wide, and that'll do it. Final score, Lone Star 6, Shreveport 3. Mudbugs just with their 6th loss in regulation and home ice. Stick around for the Nicky's Mexican Restaurant postgame show. Final score, Lone Star 6, Shreveport 3. This is Mudbugs Hockey.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you, either as a small business owner or individual, with all services from accounting to investment planning. Congratulations to our Shreveport Mudbugs on this 2021 season. They have overcome the odds of a pandemic to keep hockey alive in Shreveport-Bossier. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
Welcome back into the Nikki's Mexican Restaurant postgame show. Final score, Lone Star 6, Shreveport 3. And I'm not going to recap everything in this game because a lot of it belonged to Lone Star. But Mudbugs on the bright side were able to get some life in the second at 11:15 when Gio Procopio was able to score shorthanded at 11:15 and got the Mudbugs on the board. And then Jake Mack scores at 15:58, even strength. And then the last goal of the game scored by Joe Mack, his 21st on the power play. Final score, Lone Star 6, Shreveport 3. That's going to wrap things up here from George's Pond. Now, the Mudbugs fall to a record of 38-11-6, and Lone Star improves to 37-16-2. Now, the thing that gets interesting is Wichita is losing their game right now at 65 points. Amarillo wins tonight. They're at 65 points, and now they're tied, and that could go down to the last game of the season to decide who the Mudbugs are going to play in the first round. Final score tonight, Lone Star 6, Shreveport 3. Be sure to join us tomorrow night, 7-11 puck drop, 6:50 with the Landers, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram pregame show. I'm Chet Yoder signing off from George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. Until next time, I want to thank all our fans, viewers, and corporate partners for being part of this Mudbugs broadcast. Until next time, have a good night and a better tomorrow. And as always, claws up.